yeah, strange going back to the WF.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's that day again, match day. Nice to see everybody in the chat. Sorry I'm a bit late. Just been seeing to the kids and stuff. So yeah, what do you guys think of the team news then today? Are you quite pleased with that? It's certainly a strong bench, isn't it? Afternoon. So let's say hello to Ryan Rudkin, D Hall, the Packer Aka Andrew, Janet, Nomsky, Mandy Gray, Trevor Coleman, Richie Renwick, Krispy Kreme, Keith Lupton, Michael Taylor, Greg Bucky. How are you all doing? Are you all right? Are we confident today then, or what? What's going on with everybody's moods? Are we confident? I am. Dare I say it? Dare I say it? I just want Sunderland to show some intent. Hello, Jerry. How are you doing? I want Sunderland to come out the blocks. I'd like to see us going 3-0 at half time. That's what I would like to aim for. CABBIE, as long as you're here for kick-off, Nomsky. Oh, yeah, says Packer. Hiya, Stuart. How are the lads? 3 points by half time. 3 points by half time, please. Yeah, I'll take that. Keith says, good day from Western Australia. Afternoon from Brasilia, CABBIE. Says, where we are. From Michael Taylor. Yeah, it's a very strong bench indeed. Nomsky. Packer Andrew, was watching some of your streams the other day. Your Champions League. Good footage. Keep it going. Ryan Rudkin's going for 4. D Hall says 2-0. 2 seconds, folks. Harry, Charlie. Yeah, the wife works every Saturday on in the month of January. She's a kitchen designer, so when my daughter won, she was telling us there was somebody at the door. Bless her. Janet's going for a 4-0. 4-0, hoping. Packer says 4-1. BBC have both teams 4-2-3-1. BBC not always correct. Keith says should be 7, but I'll be happy with 1-0. For goal difference, though, we do need to start banging in a few goals, because it could, and it looks like it will matter come the end of the season, perhaps. Stadium I like is looking good. It's basking in the sunshine. And they've got the big Sunderland flag out on the stand that's facing us. Hello to the 88 who's watching already. Like I say, if you're new, hit the subscribe button and click that thumbs up. We're trying to get to 100 likes every time we do these streams.
Same. Probably need more creativity, more different.
So just do a sound check. Am I all sounding all right on the microphone here? I am not too loud, I hope. Good afternoon to a friend of the channel, Fernie, who's a Leeds United fan. He says, hey up, CABBIE, should win today.
Can I ask about Aji
Yeah.
Elise.
Should is the word,
asked,
but I'm saying nothing, Fernie. Look at Sheffield United yesterday.
What is this situation? How serious?
I still think Leeds are going to get up as
He will miss the
1 or 2. They're definitely going to be the one of the 2.
have,
Love it if Sunderland joined them.
available in the
2
next
massive clubs
preseason.
going up together, that'd be
Yeah.
class.
So, and it's a broken leg.
Yeah,
Has it injured his hand as well?
yeah. It wasn't a broken bone here, but it was something who needed to be fixed by surgery as well.
Let's get rid of that graphic there. I didn't know that was there.
Wish him all the best. But Plymouth then this weekend. I mean, we know it's going to
Loud
be
and clear, Batman. How are the lads, Richardson?
their lives.
Richie
One of those
Rennick
teams, do you expect them to come and just
says,
sit here and make life hard for you?
I'd like us to use high pressing like the
Team
beginning
that league
of
can
the
beat
season,
any
says Cabby.
team, so
Set for Cabby.
it's
Yeah,
tough,
absolutely.
and, a new opponent, a new scenario.
Yeah, the subs, Janet, is Alesic, Ashish, Ballard, Hyelda, Jones, Mayenda, Mua, Pavida, Rig. Will he sub early though? I think it all depends on what's going on in the game.
To be in that part of the table.
Fernie says, think we'll
Now
win
we
Monday,
have to
should
achieve
have
the
beaten
next
them.
layer. The next layer is to
You
be
should
more
have beaten
clinical,
them.
is to
I
be
know, it's so
probably
frustrating.
quicker and smarter.
It really was that game.
Problems at the beginning of the games and so on. So
Afternoon, Alan
the
Gibbon
elements,
says, how you doing?
I hope
Sounds
to,
just right, says Cabby, that's
be able
good.
to reach
Simon says, no spoilers today.
Finally, from you,
Yeah.
you talk about the
I know it's
beginning of the
difficult
games.
to
I mean,
do,
Burnley,
but
Derby the other night.
if you hear a goal or anything coming in, try not to put it in the chat
Or are you
before you hear it on the
not so
radio
concerned
or
because
from
you've seen your
myself on
team
here?
find a solution to
Because
the
it
start
spoils
of
it
the
for a lot
games.
of
They
people.
found a way to play themselves into both those matches.
If you can.
Yeah, because we didn't.
Normsky says,
concede,
women and under
concede
21s
goal.
both playing away from home tonight. Straight after this match, no
Chances
doubt
as well, so
there
it
will
was
be any
3
coverage.
clean sheets, in a row. And,
Lafay in the middle
I like
says
this,
distant.
Ability to find solution.
I
in
don't
real
know
time. I think
if
it's,
Lafay's in the middle or not.
an ability of the best teams, and when you can fix problem on the pitch.
Once
rather
again,
than waiting for
That
halftime
all
with,
depends on the setup.
Maybe clips and opinions from the coaches.
With lots of flags
Different,
waving in the
and,
stadium, you're right.
We are now able to do
At least that wind's dropped anyway. Ryan Jones, hello, welcome in.
Quicker, it's better.
Says, afternoon everyone. Hopefully we win again today without any perfectly good goals disallowed. Yep, totally agree.
3 previous games were good.
As the
so
Sunderland players are walking
not
past
to
the
worry about that.
officials and mascots
Total Sport.
and
North
the
East.
Nick Barnes
Plymouth team
and
as
Gary
they
Bennett,
exchange
MBE.
handshakes.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
And a huge, this is Wearside flag has been folded up and carried away. And I noticed that
And we'll just put it on mute because of the music getting played as usual. Ryan Rudkin says Sunderland FC 5. Hello Neil Denbury says nice one Cabby as always. It's got to be a big win today surely. We're unbeaten in the league at home and Plymouth failed to win away from home. I know we just hope Sunderland don't do the Sunderland thing. But look, our squad's just far too strong. Do you know what I mean? It'll have to take something drastic for us to get beat today. 2 seconds. Boom, 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 boom. Right, here we go. Here we go.
And we were just looking at the Plymouth lineup, the players lined up before kickoff. They're not the biggest team in the world.
No.
And Mumba and Soronolo are probably the two
Welcome,
smallest
everybody.
players, the two wing backs in this Plymouth team.
Indeed.
As the ball is knocked out by Pleguezuelo, the Spanish centre half. There's a Spaniard, an Icelander, and a Pole.
Fingers
as the
crossed.
back three
Absolutely.
for Plymouth Argyle this afternoon. The experienced Victor Paulsen, 47 caps for
Etienne, hello Etienne.
Iceland.
David Jackson, hello, says
Signed
4-1,
from
2-1
Yupen,
Etienne.
the summer.
Carl Wingfield
The
says,
ball back
come
here with
on.
MACKEM, now to Hume on the halfway line. Gets a shove in the back from
Hello
Kevin
Luty.
Knight. The ball back
Good
with
afternoon from here.
MACKEM, and then to
3-0.
O'Neill.
Surely someone must get a
And
hat-trick today.
Pushing the ball long.
Let's not
down
get
the
too
left
cocky,
of the
but yeah, I'll
penalty
take that,
area.
Luty.
Lafay can't keep it in, it's gone out. Though the assistant kept his flag down, the ball clearly went over the goal line. The goal
Jennifer Andrews, hello to you. Are you okay?
Gotta keep
this
up,
out
Annie.
to the assistant. That is poor from the assistant. That was very poor. I hope we're not going to be complaining about the officials again this afternoon.
No,
Oliver
no,
Langford,
we don't want
who's in
any of
charge
that,
the
Barnsley.
game
No
here
way, do we?
against Oxford United.
Jack
in the-
should be
the
comfortable.
season.
Yes, the word
There's Mepham on
should
the
comes to
halfway line,
mind,
back
yeah.
out to Roberts on the right, back to
Why
Mepham.
haven't we signed
Roberts
Mumba
running
again?
to
He's
the
still a
back of
great player, says David
Patrick
Jackson.
Roberts. And Mumba is playing as the left wing
Left
back
back,
today,
yeah.
and Soronolo the right wing back, which is a
That's
slot
good.
from
Good to have you
their normal
on board today.
positions. One up front for Plymouth, Ryan Hardy, and as you say, Sally's a defensive midfielder, so Job and Neil have definitely pushed much further up the field behind Isidore. as the ball
Luke
is blocked
Fryer
by
Scott says,
Butchance.
come on, Plymouth
Comes to
Argyle.
Salis, he leaves it on the right for Roberts, now gets it back again, Salis inside to Hume, into the middle to Neil, now to Roberts, trying to get it through to Isidore. Foul though on Neil, and the referee's pulled play back. Isidore's
Thanks for
gone
the
down in the
subscriber
penalty area.
already.
I think he's trying to
Great passage of play there by Sunderland. One touch.
claim a foul, but
It's
there was
already
very good football. from
Started with bad decision, says Ryan.
Sunderland trying to play it through Plymouth.
I know.
So Plymouth have a free kick to defend now.
Plymouth will want to shut
There
up shop
are
today. It
four
won't be an
wall,
easy win for us.
17
No,
yards out.
there's never an easy win anyway.
27 yards
Number
out. the free
9,
kick
yeah.
then.
Very
Fourth
important,
minute.
the first set piece, Nick. You know, good position.
No signings yet. Farker
Right,
said he
left
wants 3, but
Work the
only if
goalkeeper.
they are an upgrade on what we currently
So
have, says
we
Fernie.
have played 4 minutes. Sunderland 0, Plymouth Argyle 0.
If you remember well, at Derby, I think Lafay had a good.
He's
free
got a
kick.
good
Hello,
set piece,
Viv
yeah.
73. How are you
Saved by the
doing?
goalie.
Well, he made the goalkeeper
Weird,
work,
says
didn't
Dan.
he?
Can't buy a match video pass at the match centre at the
This
website of the
afternoon,
club.
Robertson,
Technical problem, perhaps annoying.
Lafay stepped back a good.
It'll be
4 or
because of the
5
3
yards
p.m. blackout,
left
Dan. It
ball.
is stupid, I know.
Roberts,
But I don't think you can buy a
On
pass
right,
if it's a
there's
3
a-
o'clock kickoff on a Saturday.
effectively a 6-man Plymouth wall in the penalty area with Hume.
Hello,
standing
Julian
behind them
Gonzalez.
with his back to the free kick taker Lafay, who drives it in off the wall, and I think it's going to go for a
Lucky.
corner. So Sunderland's first
The feat
corner.
has scored today. Thanks for the team
Arrives
lineup,
in the fifth
Haul.
minute.
And it's Patterson,
Roberts
Hume,
comes down to
Meffam,
take this on the
O'Neill,
right-hand side of
Cirkin,
the
Neil,
broker end.
Abdul,
Sunderland
Samed,
attacking
Roberts,
from
Bellingham,
left to right, as they
Lafay,
move down from the
Isidore.
top of the west stand. Sunderland in
And
their
I've pinned that
red and white
post.
stripes, of course.
I
Hazard in
can't buy the pass either,
play
yeah.
short,
It'll be
light
because
green,
it's a
lime
3 o'clock
green.
kickoff.
Could be played short, but it's whipped in by Roberts. It's headed clear by Plymouth, and coming back onto it is Lafay, just in front of the centre circle. Plays it to the right again to Hume. Hume.
This is
now
Jude says,
wide
hi
again to
Cab, my
Roberts.
local team's
Roberts
match
back to
Real
halfway,
Betis has
through past
already
Mepham,
ended. We
back
scored
to
in the 95th
Anthony
minute. Oh,
Patterson, who's in
fantastic.
blue this
Now in
afternoon.
Sunderland mode. Welcome along, Julian.
Presumably because of Plymouth's
Good
green.
afternoon, James B from
Now
Ireland.
down the right
Afternoon
wing
to Adam
Roberts.
French.
Roberts slipping the
Stay
ball
on here,
through, trying
Dan,
to find
says
Isidore, blocked at the edge of the
Trevor.
area
Hello,
by
Deb
Paulson.
FTM says, hi Cabby, how are the lads?
Plymouth, who have got Liverpool in the FA Cup in a fortnight, but before that they're at home to West Bromwich Albion. And now here's Cirkin taking the ball down the left, running into a Plymouth player.
Dan Joel says,
Sonola,
not the international
and
pass
Plymouth get the
either.
ball
I live
clear
in
again.
Norway. Usually I can
Bundu
buy match
knocks
passes.
it out.
I've had the
It's a
problem
throw
once
to
before though, so
Sunderland,
perhaps
who in
you
its
are
opening
right.
6 minutes have enjoyed
That's
the
why
bulk of
people have the
possession.
naughty stick. to get it on there.
Making sure that everybody's
But
back
yeah, they're
behind
so
the ball.
strict on the 3 p.m.
Could be a long
blackout.
afternoon.
It's
Here's
old-fashioned and it needs to stop, really.
Plays the ball back to MACKEM in the centre circle.
Jake Williams, hello from the Welsh Mackems. Hello, Welsh Mackems.
He plays it out to
Hello, Durham Diver. This is hello, Cabby lad.
And now plays the ball back.
Lad, hopefully another 3 points today.
Out to the right-hand side to Hume. Hume to Roberts, back to Hume in front of Miron Mislic. And the Bosnian coach watches on, hands in his pockets.
Trevor says bar kick.
Recycle to the left wing.
Whatever that means. Hello, Aidan.
9 inside, plays it up to Isidore. Takes it on his chest, lays it off to Job, just behind him. Sirkin down the left of the penalty area. Sorinola makes a block. It's taken off his foot onto the head of Poulsen in the middle of the penalty area. Only out as far as Salis.
Come on, Plymouth win, says Aidan.
Hume lifting one into the penalty
Welcome on
area.
anyway. Games are on Paramount Plus here in America, lads and lasses. You're best off getting the stick if you can get it. Geordie Groundwater, greetings. Hope the storm was over. It was, yeah. Someone did ask us about wins before. It was horrific. I was working in it yesterday.
To Salis, 0-0.
Roof's getting blown off.
There's the ball now with Sirkin. And down the left again to Lefay. Inside to Job. Looking for the run of Lefay. Down the left-hand side. He's got away from Sorinola. Into the penalty area. Tries to shoot on the angle. Poulsen was in front of him, but the keeper's made a save.
Keep going at them, Sunderland. Aye, there was a bad storm at Bramall Lane last night, Trevor. Let's hope there's not one here today.
First shot of the
How well,
game.
we got a win today, Cabby. Much love, my right. You're welcome, mate.
And it's saved
The
by Hazard.
3 fishermen, hello, says we're in good position if we can't get a win today. Sorry, if we can get a win today, Leeds have to play us Sheffield United and Burnley.
Lefay, as the ball floats up the Plymouth left wing, one back by Sunderland, and then
See to me daughter, wait there, guys and girls.
He's very happy
Lads
about
and
the challenge from Adam Randall, who's
He never
rolled off the pitch.
He didn't catch him.
And he jumped out away. I think Randall's the player who's been has come off worst in that. He's limping back onto the pitch now, Adam Randall, and Oliver Langford's having a word with him.
If anything, it was going to be a foul for Sunderland.
Well, it was. I mean, Sully's jumped out the way, didn't he? Because Randall slid in. Throw from Hume, back to Mepham, across to O'Nien, and O'Nien now forwards up to the halfway line. Sorinolo gets it, but it's going to break for O'Nien. Back to Patterson, who drives this out straight at the player. Randall, who shoots it straight at Patterson. Randall was sharp-witted there. He knew that Patterson had come well out.
What's your prediction for the match? I'm going 4-0.
Basically drive it back in past Patterson.
That's what I'm going for.
What
what radio stations on BBC Radio Newcastle, but I've got it on the background because I really don't think I'm allowed to have it playing and just not me speaking.
Mepham
So that'd be sort of naughty.
Bringing it up towards the halfway line in the 10th minute here. Out to Sirkin on the left-hand side.
371 people in. Welcome everybody.
And then Mepham in the middle, and Mepham floats one up towards Isidore at the edge of the
wind
area.
cut my stream. The wind, I know. Breakfast just made ready to go.
Behind him is Salis. Through to Neil.
Hello, member of the channel. Kenny, all right, mate?
Isidore. Plymouth got it clear.
Chris Hall, yeah, are you doing okay? Duns, afternoon, Cabby. Hopefully a successful afternoon. I think we'll win 4-0.
For a split second, and the ball rolled under him for a
We need to get these early goals in.
On this left-hand side, halfway inside.
Adam French goals would help us a lot. The Mag's getting beat? No way.
Yeah.
Seems like years ago.
He did break into the team when he was, what, 16, 17?
Southampton.
Hello, Bong, you alright? Thanks, Jarrah. 2-0 to
Newcastle.
2-0 defeat to score first. Wally. Point. Pound nuts.
Shoving, and I think Dan Neil felt he should have had a free kick. Referees let play go on. Hume now. 3 Plymouth players around him. And Hardy gets the ball off him. Slips it inside to Randall. Forwards again, then to Bundu. Back into the centre.
It's going to be one of them days today. We're either going to be on fire or we're going to be terrible and shoddy.
In the middle. Looking up, tapping it to play.
Hello, text from Sunny Cornwall.
Short pass on to Adam Randall. Now Houghton, Jordan.
Thanks for the 2 subscribers. Thank you very much.
Luke O'Nien is fouled by Bundu.
Yes, Pat.
Free kick to Sunderland in their own half, in the middle.
I think one thing which we've got to do, Nick, when the opportunities come, he's got to be ruthless, haven't we?
They've got to be clinical, as
goal,
Regis Lebris has said this week. They have to. They've been creating chances. They've got to be clinical.
Yeah.
And he would prefer it if they were doing it earlier in the games. Well, we're 11 minutes into the game, and it's 0-0, and it's a throw to Plymouth on the far side, and Plymouth are frustrating Sunderland at the moment. Sunderland trying to find a way of playing through the Devon team. Throw from Sorinola back to Pleguezello into Paulson in the penalty area. He hooks the ball away up over the halfway line just so O'Nien heads it back into the Plymouth half. And now with Dan Neal trying to win it off Randall. Randall gets it back to Pleguezello. And then a longer ball up through the middle, looking for Hardy. Mepham got a touch, and it rolls back to Patterson, who rolls it out to Luke O'Nien. Then out to Sirkin on the far side, back to O'Nien, across to Mepham here, and Mepham now to Hume on the right wing. Drives one through the middle. It was missed by Putchats. It's cleared though by Plymouth onto the head of Salis. Back down that right hand side, Roberts trying to dig it out from Mumba, who slipped it into Callum Wright on the halfway line. And Wright, Bundu on his shoulder, he picks up the ball now from Callum Wright in the middle, in the centre circle, just lays it back off to Pleguezello, forwards again to Randall, and out wide then to Sorinola inside the Sunderland half. Back into the Plymouth half, and back from Randall to Paulson, plays it, floats it up towards on this left-hand side, trying to find Callum Wright, but it's back from Hume onto the halfway line, bounces awkwardly, and then is headed on by Randall, straight at Salis, who lays it off to O'Nien, and then out on the left, Lefay is whipped off him by Sorinola. Sorinola just whipped in, got the ball off him. He's now got Bundu there, but he's got Hardy in the penalty
I come back,
area.
I've just been seeing my daughter, and we still ain't scored yet.
On the right for Bundu.
Oh, goodness me, come on, lads.
Lose it.
How you doing, Aidan? Afternoon, Richard Newton. Yeah, Southampton 1-0 up.
Out for a throw to Sunderland just inside the Plymouth half.
Razzle Clark says, hi Cabbie, back in Croydon and fancy putting 3 or 4 past them today.
Surprised that Hardy didn't go for goal then. He decided to try and get the ball back out to Bundu on the right hand side.
Hello Daniel 5512.
Out to Roberts on the right.
Attendance today.
Given away to Putchas.
That looks decent.
Right into Hume, who taps it to Dan Neal.
Northallerton MACKEM, afternoon. Cabbie forced to watch the other lot on a dodgy link, but hoping for a good Sunderland win today. We do. Liverpool 1-0 up already. 400 on the stream already. Thank you. Click that thumbs up if you have not. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Thank you very much.
Up to the halfway line. It comes down onto the head of O'Nien.
Thanks for the 2 subscribers. Thank you.
Now turns it again to Luke O'Nien on the left, on the halfway line, down that left-hand side to Lefay.
Hi, Cabbie from the next side, MACKEM. How you doing, mate?
Nearly a quarter of an hour played, 0-0. And
Kieran says, if anyone had a stick, I can tell you to watch. Just message me on here. Would take 5 minutes. Bonk, should I write today? Says Cabbie. Morgan with to get away to Borough. So no attacking force from the Pilgrims. Mac, you're right. We have to earn wins, not just turn up expecting to.
Plays it inside to O'Nien, and now to Mepham in the centre circle, and into the Plymouth half.
Hello, Michael Hood. How are you doing?
Hume back to Mepham. Mepham to O'Nien.
I just don't want Sunderland to make it overcomplicated, trying to pass the ball into the net. Hello, Aidan.
Just inside. Lefay taps it down the line to Sirkin. Back to Job, just behind him a couple of yards, into the path of Salis in the middle of the Plymouth half. Back to Mepham, out to Hume. Hume crosses wide from the right, and it's headed away. And Pleguezello's gone down. The ball is out with Bundu. An optimistic high ball floated down the left wing. Hardy will put
hey Daniel.
Hardy, it comes back off the back of his
I
head.
ain't laughing, mate, until we do the business here. I'm not saying no.
As the ball played, slipped inside.
You know what we're like.
Salis. And now Sirkin. Possible break down the left. Lefay. Sorinola comes to close him down. Lefay takes him on. Corner of the penalty area. Left hand side. Shoots. Again on the angle at hazard.
I think he's been trying to get that ball across, honey. Lefay.
Straight down.
I'm sure you do, Aidan, if you support Plymouth, mate.
Sorinola's gone down, yeah. Matthew Sorinola
I think Plymouth will try their best to slow the game down today. I think they're going to go down a lot. I think they're going to fake a lot of injuries. I think they're going to just try and stop Sunderland getting into a
helps him up. Okay.
Into their stride, should I say? Stephen, hello. Cuthbertson, how are the lads? Just subscribed. Very kind of you, mate. Thank you.
Plymouth Argyle 0, live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
Thanks for the 7 subscribers. Massive. Thank you.
Barley Mumba's having a conversation with one of the Plymouth. No, it's not the Plymouth. It's one of the. Is it the
but that's what Plymouth are going to do. They're going to try and just slow the game down as much as possible.
As the ball floats up to the halfway line.
Mac, we have to be aware
looking for Isidore.
Of what happened to Sheffield United last night. Yeah.
Chase back here for Paulson almost into the corner, and the Icelander swings the ball up towards the halfway line. Mepham and Wright are wrestling.
Absolutely, Aiden. You have to support your team, mate.
And Mumba inside to Randall, and now Pleguezello from Sorinola on the right wing. He's into the Sunderland half, and he's going to try and come
Michael
past Lefay.
Leben, thank you very much. You're welcome, mate. Listening in Canberra. Greetings to you.
Plays it wide on the left to Mumba, and Mumba closed down by Patrick Roberts. Just pushes it back to Randall in the middle now. Houghton.
So there's a nervy quietness at the stadium, isn't there?
Crosses. It took a deflection.
Need that
into
first
the
goal.
And he hooks it away from the penalty area out into the east stand for a throw to Plymouth Argyle. 18th minute, 0-0 still.
I mean, look at Sheffield United. Look at Southampton against Newcastle at the moment.
Finally recovered by Pleguezello.
They're not walkovers, these games.
Sorinola will take.
It is a 6-pointer win.
Back to the
Hope Mumba has a shocker, says
back
David. CABBIE, I'm live
Paulson.
after my bath. Okay, mate, enjoy your live.
Pushed in the back, but no foul.
I think the club do a live stream to watch the game, but it's only available if you're outside the UK, says John Boy.
Inside the Sunderland half, looking for the run of Hardy.
Remember the 14th of September, says Billy.
Down into the corner.
Oh, yes.
And it's gone for a throw or a corner. Corner, is it?
Corner.
It's a corner, isn't it? And it looks like Putrach is going to take the corner for Plymouth, the Polish international. 15 caps.
So the Argyle fans are singing in the top tier as they get a corner.
Kiel, who signed him in the summer from Kaiserslautern but loaned him out.
Going to concentrate here.
So a first Plymouth corner.
It's an edgy sort of start, isn't it? You can just sense it at the stadium.
And it's headed away by Job, but will be recycled to the left by
Let's
Mumba.
hope for a win, says Peter. I'm looking at playing tracker, says Aidan. Lightspeed. Plymouth are only delaying the inevitable. Hope you're right, Lightspeed.
Back out to Pleguezello, but it's crashed off Isidore. Spaniard wins it back, gets it away from Isidore, back into his own half, wide on the right-hand side.
Jack Clark's not in the Ipswich lineup today.
Just tap the ball back to Sorinola.
I want a big win as well, Janet. We have to be patient, CABBIE. Need to concentrate on our game. We do.
Their last away.
I think Mumba's been all right, David Jackson. So I would take him back.
At the end of, at the beginning of the year.
Thanks for the subscriber. Thank you.
0-0 there. And now a free kick for a foul by
Mac
Bundu.
1 says time for Isidore's luck to change.
Had a slight
It
imbalance
does.
in terms of games since then. They were away at Brentford in the FA Cup, but then 3 home games.
But believe it or not, this is a weaker squad that Plymouth have to the
Rangers,
squad that we
then, of course, on
played them
Wednesday
down
night,
there.
Were thrashed 5-0 by Burnley.
So their squad's actually weaker than what it was when we played them the first time.
The ball down the left-hand side. Miron Muslic's first game in charge was the FA Cup win at Brentford.
We do, Jack.
It's not gone particularly well since then. Out to Hume on the right-hand side. Tried to slip it through the legs of Wright. It's one back though by Wright in the end. Behind him is Putrach, and he just chips it down the left wing for Mumba, who finds Wright. Gets it away from Roberts.
USM says these are the boys who ended our 4-game unbeaten run at the start of the season. Time for revenge. Absolutely. I just hope they don't end our unbeaten run at the Stadium of Light in the league.
Dennis Sirkin over the halfway line. Lefay is quickly pushed it on for Sirkin to run onto, and Sirkin's pushed down, and it's going to be a free kick.
He's trying to give the foul. He was thinking about it.
About not giving it, wasn't he? But he watched and watched and watched Oliver Lang.
You're welcome, Tony, mate. Yellow card for you.
The official on this side said something.
Hey, we all have lives, mate. Long time since Mumba played for us, it is, isn't it?
Bundu's been called across to Oliver Langford, but the free kick's been given halfway between the penalty area on the left.
Isidore
and the
hat-trick,
touchline.
fourth by Lafay. We need
Bundu
that first goal.
strolls away from the referee. Sorinola comes across.
It's a clear foul.
It was pushed in the back, no question.
Good delivery. You know, out of the two managers, the Plymouth manager will be happy because
It's been
one thing's
frustrating
been-
Sunderland, hasn't
yeah,
it? We're
one
halfway
thing
through the
there
first
was-
half, and
yeah, they would have been saying, whatever we do, don't concede early goals.
Hazard's really, there's 2 saves he's made. The second one arguably was an attempt to cross the ball from Lafay. He and Roberts over the free kick. So Lafay leaves it for Roberts. Drives it in with his left. It's cleared from the edge of the 6-yard
Nil-nil
box.
half-time, says Mackem.
Chase back.
No
for
spoilers today, Mackem.
Lafay.
If you know any scores
Tapped it
before
on now to Salis.
this announced on the radio,
To
if you can,
Neil.
mate, please.
Neil
And much appreciated.
to try
Trevor
and
says not
find,
greedy, 5-0 will
Roberts
do.
on the left of the penalty area. Mumbers over on that right-hand side, crashes the ball against O'Nien, who gets the ball back here. But a foul by Sirkin on Sorinola. So free kick to Plymouth Argyle.
I wonder what Jack Clark is thinking, says Neil, now after his big money move to Ipswich and now not even
We
in the
are
match.
halfway through.
He's probably thinking, I'm
First
getting good
half,
wages, Neil.
Sunderland nil,
Do you know what I mean?
Plymouth
Sad
Argyle
but true.
nil.
As long as there's no
BBC
mind-boggling
Radio
referee
Newcastle.
decisions today, they won against Derby, was shocking. It was awful,
Hazard.
Northallerton.
Trying to get an indication from the assistant.
Michael
where he
Brumwell
wants
says,
his
can't believe
ball for the
we
free
never won
kick.
more than 3-1 this season.
players on the
Sheffield
right
Wednesday, I think, is the only one. I'd settle one for now, says Rico.
Miron Muslic, the 42-year-old
Jack
former
says 3-1, we'll
forward. He
take
plays
any
as a
win. We
striker
need to step our game.
back in
We
the
do.
day in Austria, just issuing a few instructions. The kick.
Trevor
from
says,
Hazard
why on
down
earth was
the
that
right
goal
wing.
disallowed Derby? I don't
Sirkin
think
beaten in
that
air
the
by
officials
Bundu.
know, never
Drops
mind
to
any
Hardy in the
Sunderland fan.
penalty area. He tried to square it. Neil passes it out to Salis, who clears from the
Weak
penalty
is not
area.
always a good thing.
Off
Some
the
players
halfway
end up
line,
playing
Paulson
above their
knocks it down.
expectations. Absolutely,
Peguzello puts it out.
says
Throw to
Carrie.
Sunderland again on the left.
But every team we play
Yards
raises
from
their game
the
against us.
halfway line.
I just think they can step it up a little bit, Sunderland.
Yeah, just
He's
another
got his
gear.
first assist for the Man City player, Jack Clark.
Back with Meppel
Daniel,
out to
thanks for
Hume
the
on this
super
right-hand
chat.
side.
199,
Inside
much
to
appreciated,
Dan
mate.
Neil,
Thank you
looking
very
for
much.
The ball through for Isidore, but Plymouth have blocked it again. Houghton trying
Very
to get it
kind
on
for your
to
199 super
Hardy,
sticker donation.
but, O'Nien
Much appreciated,
brings it down
mate.
for Meppem. Meppem plays it back to Patterson, just outside
Thanks for the
the
subscriber.
18-yard box in his D. He passes it out to Meppem, bringing it up towards the halfway line.
We need higher up the
And,
pitch. That's
Meppem now
when he's at his best game.
pauses and then
Me,
plays it
Fee
out to
involved,
Hume
more
on the
his
right.
touches and passes,
Back
and
to
different gravy.
Patterson.
2-0 Sunderland.
Patterson to
Magenta and
O'Nien.
Isidore.
O'Nien wide to Sirkin, back to O'Nien. And Luke O'Nien drives this down the left for Lafay. Good ball. He takes it in his stride into the penalty area on the left. Is he going to put it back? He does. And it's played behind Dan Neil, who was coming in. And
Just
that chance
missing that
goes. It's a throw for
smidgy bit of
Sunderland
quality
on
at the
right.
end at the minute,
Great
aren't we?
run from Lafay. Great ball for O'Nien to find him.
Excellent.
And
Phil
here
Beckett,
comes
it's got a draw written all over it. I
in the
hope
middle,
not.
Joe.
They got destroyed by
Joe
Burnley, so they'll be trying to tighten
to
up, won't they?
Hume on the right.
Lafay says Darren
Hume
Chapman.
inside to Roberts. Mumba on his shoulder. Shoulder
We
to
just
shoulder.
missed that
And
bit of
now
quality up
Jobe.
front, don't we?
Jobe hooks
No.
one into the penalty area straight to the goalkeeper. That's probably the best opportunity Sunderland have engineered.
Well, we're getting most of our success down that left-hand side with Lafay. He's been involved with 3.
We've hit the target of
four,
100 likes.
shall we
Thank
say,
you very much.
opportunities.
But it's still 0-0. Hazard with the kick.
Thanks
Up
for the
into
subscriber cheers.
Sunderland
Colin
half.
Bell.
Hume nods it down.
We have to take
Salis
advantage of Sheffield United's
tackles for
loss. Of
this
course
with
we
Houghton,
do.
who's fouled.
We have to win games like this. If we're wanting to go up, yeah.
Quickly taken,
Mienda is a
free
tank
kick.
and should start, in
Now
my
with
opinion.
O'Nien.
That's it, better tempo.
Quickly out to Lafay on the left wing. into the
1-1
middle half. Sirkin's behind
At
him.
West Brom, yeah.
Lafay
The
trying to
Mags
find
have
a
got
way
an
through,
equaliser,
plays it back to
apparently.
Sirkin. And Sirkin now back onto the halfway
Can't see
line.
them losing that one, to be honest with you.
O'Nien to Meppem just to his right. And Meppem out here to Roberts on the right wing with Hume. Roberts
Just
cuts
need a
back
goal, then
inside.
their game plan
Plays it
goes out
back
the
into
window.
centre
They're
circle
happy
to
to
Luke
sit
O'Nien.
deep and
Comes
make it
forward,
hard for us
plays
to
it
break them
wide
down.
again. On the left wing to Lafay. He's going to come past Sorinola. And Sorinola's backing off him. Lafay plays it back.
You can
behind
hear how
Sirkin.
quiet it is at
Now
the stadium,
inside
like,
to
can't you?
Salis. And back to Salis. And Salis down the left to Lafay. West Bromwich Albion lead Portsmouth by a goal to nil.
Daniel, yeah, Newcastle has equalised. Isaac Payne.
Just in front of the
He's scoring
centre
for fun,
circle.
that lad, isn't he?
Wide to Hume. Hume back inside to Mepham. Mepham to Neil.
F Newcastle
It's
says
still in
Wally.
the Plymouth half. Newcastle have equalised at Southampton. 1-1 there. Neil's tackled by Putchance. It's a throw to Sunderland down the right, a few yards from the corner flag on the right-hand side. Hume will take this throw, 0-0. Drops to Neil, back to Hume. Hume trying to slip it past Houghton, but Mumba's got back, keeps it in, and it will be cleared by Randall up into the Sunderland half, where Hardy's giving O'Nien a run for his money, but O'Nien plays it back inside to Patterson. Out through
Simon
the
says
middle
it's
to
quiet
Mepham.
because it looks
And
empty.
Up to
Quite
the
a few in.
centre circle.
4-0 was
Playing
our
out
best win,
wide on the
TJ,
left
right?
on the halfway line to Sir
He knows how to take a
Lefay.
penalty, says
Lefay
Mackem,
trying to
yeah.
play it past Sorinolo, but it's played to him, and
Oh,
now
Mackem
Lefay's all
Mike.
over the back of the Plymouth wing back. It's a free kick to Plymouth Argyle. 27 minutes played. Sunderland 0.
And we've not
Plymouth
really
Argyle
tested Plymouth,
0.
to be honest with you.
Out comes Connor Hazard, the goalkeeper, to take the free kick for
Has the
Plymouth.
FA released anything on the disallowed goal? I don't think anything will happen, Doug.
Places the ball just a yard or so in from touch on the right hand side, halfway inside the Plymouth half at the foot of the east stand. Down that right wing, up to Sirkin to head away. Back comes to Salis.
Aaron Connolly
Trying
missed
to
a
win it
pen
back
in
for
Luton
Plymouth is
Millwall game.
Randall,
Did he?
finds Bundu. He's gone down, but no fouls as Oliver Langford. Plymouth now having to get back because Sunderland are playing it out, and there's a foul by
That is a
Leguizamo.
foul. That's a yellow
I
card.
think that's a yellow card. It
They're
will
playing
be a yellow
dirty
card
Plymouth
for
here,
Stanley.
mind, like.
Yeah. He
On
knew-
the touchline, took Lefay out,
Sunderland just need to keep the cool heads.
and a first booking.
You know what Sunderland need to do now, don't you? Keep giving him the ball.
They're just nervous,
Yes,
Packer.
no.
There's a lot at stake in this
He's on a yellow.
game. Especially with the
Sure,
door
it was a
opened
Sorinolo
from Sheffield
rather than
United's
the
defeat
centre-back,
yesterday.
but nonetheless,
That was a nasty foul there.
Leguizamo now has a yellow card. The ball is back with Patterson.
Borough getting beat, says Mandy.
29th minute, 0-0,
Oof.
and a block by Hardy, who will sprint out to the
Sloppy.
left wing as Hardy. Mepham's gone back to close him down now, and Hardy's trying to find a way in. Mepham stabs it away to Roberts.
Even if you don't
Roberts
secure
back to
promotion this season, the
Mepham
Breeze
in
definitely
between
being a good manager. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hardy and Mumba. Salis now on the ball in the middle. Preston
Lefay
1,
wants the
Middlesbrough
ball.
0. Salis
But give
to
Lefay the ball then.
Sirkin on halfway on the left hand side, back inside to Salis, Abdul Salis Samed. Here's O'Nien, Mepham, Roberts wide, it's for Hume though first, and now Roberts slips it inside to Dan Neal, who's trying to get it back down the right wing for Hume.
Oh, it's silly.
It's a free kick, foul by Hume on
Oh yeah,
Callum
man.
Wright.
If we don't get
Self-up.
promoted, the only trouble is
Not best pleased.
we'll lose a lot of our good players. That's the trouble. How are me, Bonnie lad, says Janet. Brian Hughes says we need to increase
I think 2-1
the
up now.
tempo,
Isaac, was it 1-1? Was it Isak's goal?
press and get some shots
1-1.
in. We don't want to start sitting back like we've done in recent games.
With that
Agreed.
equaliser
David
for
Scott, hi
Newcastle
Cabby.
at
I mean,
St Mary's.
Utrecht
It's
for a
0-0
week,
here.
missing the game.
2-1
I hope you're doing well over there. Watching in Bali. Hello, Nat G.
Here's Hazard with a kick. A free kick down the left for Plymouth Argyle.
Thanks for the
Mepham
subscriber,
right
thank
on the
you.
Shoulder, managed to hold off the Plymouth man.
Cheers, 509 people watching. Thank you.
Patterson taps it to O'Nien, then out to Sirkin. Sorinola goes to close him down, and then Sirkin.
Newcastle have
lifts it
scored
down the
again.
left
You
wing.
can look.
Chase for Joe. Paulson goes.
I think you're
across,
going to
bounces
go
back
Newcastle.
into the
I think they're going to win about
Sunderland
5 or
half.
6-1 today.
Bounces back into the path of Bundu, who's
Offside.
offside.
Ooh.
Now that's interesting, because that
Did
came off
that
Sirkin.
come off Sirkin, didn't it?
It definitely came off Sirkin.
Unless
But
he
all
was
I'm
in an
hearing at the
offside
moment-
Was he in an
Start off
offside
with.
position
It's
beforehand?
Gary Bennett sighing
Interesting.
every time we attack.
And he flagged straight away.
I don't think that's offside.
I wasn't sure that that was offside.
Hello, Stealth Gaming, you alright?
Putchance-
Newcastle, yeah,
Putchance
they'll,
has
they'll,
put them in the
they'll
air on
absolutely
the
trounce
Plymouth
Southampton,
left.
Daniel.
Roberts, was he fouled by Mumba? The officials, well, a late call eventually from.
Absolutely right,
Oliver
Simon.
Langford for the foul
Prediction
on
that will be out
Roberts.
the top 6 in January. Look where we
You know,
are.
just going back to that offside, you know, if it's a bad touch or bad control by Sirkin, then surely he's being played onside then.
But I thought he.
Yeah, Tex, Newcastle 2-1 up.
My instinct was that Bundu was onside. It was Sirkin who played the ball to him.
Cheers there, Doug B. Duffy says, I wish we could take some measures to improve the atmosphere at the stadium, like such as safe standing or drum the rotor end.
Right wing. Lefay and Roberts, one in the wall.
They're just nervy, Joseph. There's so much at stake at this game that once the first goal or second goal starts to go in, if it does go in, then you will see hear some noise at the stadium.
And a little tap by Lefay to Roberts. Back to Lefay, who crosses now.
Oh, nobody there.
Paulson heads it out comfortably from the 6-yard line.
Who cares about Newcastle? Stop being obsessed, says Rico. 30 minutes and we've still not scored.
Across to Dan Neal.
Says Tony. I know West Brom 2-0 up. Danny Collins got on my commentary.
Plays it back to Neal.
Wally says, don't want to hear about the mags, thanks. Sirkin was probably an eyelash offside.
Job.
At least he won't be relegated, Julian. No.
Just in front of the centre circle. In the 33rd minute, rolls it back to Mepham on halfway, and now back inside his own half. In the middle to Anthony Patterson. BBC Radio Newcastle.
Stephen Lane, hello.
Stadium
Hi, MACKEM CABBIE 24/7. Did you see my message this morning? I did, yes.
Plymouth penalty area.
How are we in this slippery slope game? We have both mentioned.
To Sunderland on the left.
They've got most of the players, Stephen, but we're not doing anything with it.
West Brom 2.
Definitely no drum.
Here's Mepham.
It is great to see Tony Mowbray back in it.
Hardy forcing him back. Inside.
One goal will open the floodgates.
And Mepham lifting
Defo, Deb says couldn't would not listen to it.
Good save from the goalkeeper. Neil struck one from 22 yards.
Excellent strike.
Hazard had to palm it round the post.
Coventry 1-0 up.
Very good save by the goalkeeper.
It would be good to see Pavida get a run time for the Black Cats to shine. Plymouth will be relegated. Let's step our game up. And Fleetwood 0, Carlisle 1. That's where I'm living, right next to Carlisle. They desperately need a win. Both sides' defences are working overtime, says US.
From the left-hand side. And it's taken short. And then tapped by Roberts to
John Yule says, why on earth we're not playing two up front?
Wide on the right of the penalty. Sirkin, is he pushed down by Bundu? No, says the referee. Nor the assistant. As they try and work it out, Plymouth, they win a throw.
Well, we were saying on the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davey show last night, they should be playing 4-4-2 against the teams that are struggling.
Leaves this for
seems a bit weird. Just finished my pink slice homemaking, listening to the CABBIE. Welcome, Maureen Johnson.
Referee trying to encourage Plymouth to get on with things. Mumba throws the ball.
Richard Stellan says, hi, can you please give Ada and her dad a shout out? We are listening to the channel in the car. So hello to Ada and her dad listening in the car.
Towards right, Hume has to nod it back. Leap above right, head it back.
Liverpool 2-0 up.
He rolls it out now to Luke O'Neill.
You love a pink slice, do you, Jack?
O'Neill inside to Mepham.
Can people calm down? Chill up. We surely will score, says Julian.
Coaches on the touchline, back to Trey Hume.
Used to come camping up here. We had a caravan on a bit of land, Rico. We got to like the area.
Free kick to Sunderland just inside the Plymouth half.
Thanks for the 2 subscribers.
I don't see how Putchats can really complain about that. There's a solid shove in the back of Dan Neal, floored him. Hume over the free kick. Taps it inside on the halfway line to Mepham. Along the halfway line to O'Neill and then wide to Sirkin. Sirkin.
But I do agree, I think Sunderland are just set up wrong at the moment. I know, Bong, it's mad. No drums, Nido says.
Back again to O'Neill, wide on the left. He's under pressure from Sorinola. Plays it across to Mepham. Mepham up to the halfway line. Short pass forwards to Roberts, back to Chris Mepham, and he plays it down the right of midfield, looking for the run of Isidore, but Paulson heads it out for a throw to Sunderland. Hume will take the throw, halfway inside the Plymouth Argyle half. In to Salis, back into the centre circle to O'Neill, and then across on the far side to Lefay, taking on Sorinola. He's got Sirkin on the overlap. He runs it through to Sirkin. What a good ball. Tries to pull it back from the goal line. Blocked by Pleguezello. And now with Sorinola. And he plays it up to the halfway line.
Northampton says when it's one-sided like this, a goal from someone like Neil would be welcome. Bong says time for some yellow cards for Plymouth, like mucky, I know.
Here's Hume, Salis looks for a handball. I think the advantage played initially, and now the handball's been given by Oliver
With our
Hankin
formation at the moment, though, we're diluted in the middle of the park.
Which,
It looks that way. It just we don't seem to have much possession in the middle. It's left, right at the bottom, left and right, going down the wings.
Plays it back onto the halfway line. Luke O'Nien.
We need to start bossing in the middle of the park and get some defence splitting passes.
Mepham in the centre circle.
Viv says I hate those drums at Swansea.
Wide on the left. Brings it down in front of Sorinola, shows him too much of it, trying to win it back, now appealing for another handball, but it's a throw to Plymouth, a few yards from the corner flag on the right hand side. 38th minute, Sunderland 0, Plymouth Argyle 0.
Do you think he should change it at half time?
It probably needs to change at some point, doesn't it? Because it's just Sunderland just cannot find a way through. I mean, they have had a couple of half chances. There's another one here. Lefay, though, the ball.
Thanks for the subscriber. West Brom 3-0 up.
Paulson into touch.
Goals flying in, but not here. Come on, Sunderland.
Away, trying to chip away at Plymouth, but you don't get. There's a sense of urgency about it at the moment. Here's Mepham through the middle, trying to find Isidore again, but blocked by Paulson to Randall. And now Sorinola plays it off Joe for a throw to Plymouth.
Just need that goal on it.
It needs that breakthrough, because then Plymouth have to change it.
Change the shape, wouldn't they?
So 0-0.
Sounds like commentator just naming ice creams when they have it, says Mover. We need to step the tempo up, Michael. You've got no choice.
Up on halfway, Sirkin under pressure from Bundu. Bundu gets the ball back from Hardy. Bundu on the touchline, couldn't keep it in. And it's
bring on the best subs we have.
Extraordinary background.
After half time, says US. Trevor says we're waiting for a second half again. Oh, looks like it. Col Pevington, two games under Mowbray, and West Brom are mint again, says Colin.
And then Hereford.
Susan says we're playing terrible.
Found his way to Anderlecht, from whom Plymouth signed him in 2023. That's an extraordinary backstory, that is, isn't it?
I tell you what, great story. And he stuck at it, hasn't he?
He has. He's 27 years old now, and here he is looking for the ball down the right wing, but Sirkin is intercepted, and it's a throw to Plymouth Argyle again.
Just need a few Davies, dear, says D Hall.
Sorinola waiting for a ball to reach him. He finally gets one, takes the throw. Ball back to Pleguezello, back to the goalkeeper, who's suddenly under pressure, but he swings his left foot through it, away from Isidore, up onto the head of
Slim
Hume.
chance of half-time
Neil
subs.
battling for it on this right-hand side, on the touchline, and he's rolled it out. Couldn't quite keep him in. In the 40th minute, 0-0. The throw to Plymouth Argyle on the left-hand side. Mumba.
Is that quiet? It's almost like it's carpet balls getting played, isn't it?
Deep in the Plymouth half on the left-hand side, drops it to Putchats, and the pole drives it straight to Dan Neil. Now looking for Roberts, but Mumba whips it off his feet. And
yeah, good shout, Ken Udale. I've just heard Roberts there, but he's had the ball took off him.
Clear of Job, up over the halfway line, headed on by Mepham, looking for Salis, but
West Brom lost.
Now Houghton.
Yeah, they did lose the last game. I tell you what, this first half's absolutely flown over, hasn't it? 39-40 minutes gone already.
With the ball and taps it to Luke O'Nien.
And I don't think we've really tested them.
It'll be a miracle if there's more than a minute added on at the end of this first half. Job out to Sirkin on the far side. Sorinola in front of him. Sirkin taps it behind him to Lefay. Lefay inside to Job. Job is under pressure from Randall, who's fouled him. And a free kick.
We do, Ken, need to step the pace up.
Job takes quickly. to Mepham, and then out to Hume on this right-hand side. Hume onto his left, swings in the cross, drops it for Sirkin, and is parried away by Hazard. Comes back out to Lefay, or the edge of the penalty area, but a block again. Great save from Hazard again. Sirkin's header was a good one. It was fairly strong.
A long way from 3-0 up at half-time, I know.
Yeah, good save by the goalkeeper.
Says Michael. Simon says, Doug B, our half-time is around 80 minutes. Rooson on the bench, he will get in the 89th. Oh, no.
The ball back up into the Sunderland half. It's back with Patterson.
Stephen says, it just shows you we have the middle of the park, how we need a target man out and out striker to pull the opposition defences out of position. Absolutely, it's our final third, it's the finished product that's stopping us. Going to be a second half game for Sunderland. We hope.
Off the former Blackpool midfielder. Patterson has the ball again. He's come well out into midfield. Patterson plays it to
I think he is, David. He's going to Croatia, isn't he?
In his own half, still just inside, then to Salis.
Julie says, apologies if anyone else has already said this, but I missed the start. I'd like to see Lefay play more in the centre. I think a lot of people would, Julie.
Runs into Sirkin, who's not quite sure what Sorinola was doing then, because I don't think Sirkin fouled him, but Sorinola just went over, fell over on the ball.
Just need 6 more subscribers to get 5,600 subscribers. Sorry, I'm not saying 5,000. Oh, where's Duke? Michael Cabby. Just need 6 more subscribers so I can get to 3,600 subscribers. Don't get carried away. Stuart Arthur says, get a goal and we'll be fine. 3 points are important here. Of course they are.
So the tall Northern Irish goalkeeper takes the free kick down the right wing. Bundu heads it on. Hardy heads it into the penalty area straight to Patterson. They've offered little or no threat up front, really, Plymouth.
Yeah, neither have we, really. To be honest with you. Oh, has the commentary just gone off a second there? Let's have a look. Oh, we'll be back up and running. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Behind, he knew Lefay was behind him. So Lefay will take this corner from the left at the Roker end for Sunderland.
Just in case, all you YouTube predictors have us winning 4-0.
He's headed back across by Hardy, and then just wide by Sirkin.
That's a kiss of death.
No, O'Nien.
We will lose 1-0.
O'Nien's header just brushed the...
if you've seen any of my videos, Justin, you'll see. I mean, I've predicted 4-0, but I've also said I would not be surprised if we did lose, because that's the Sunderland way. 3-0 Liverpool. Rushin split. Mark Mills should definitely be playing 2 up front at home, hopefully second half.
So a goal kick to Plymouth. We've got a minute of the 45 left.
This is crap, like, it's awful, this first half.
Bundu's head, over Sirkin's head, and it's a throw to Sunderland.
Oh dear.
O'Nien now across the face of the penalty area to Patterson. Patterson rolls it out to Mepham. Mepham to O'Nien.
Yeah, Liverpool might get a cricket score, I know.
Turns it back to Mepham. Out wide to Hume, just in front of the Plymouth head coach.
But so far, this has got 0-0 written all over it. I hate to see it.
I think it sums it up, Nick. You know, we talk about Wilson. Isidore.
Is Wilson playing today?
Much, have we?
No.
Really
Football's a funny old game, says Colin Major. It certainly is when Sunderland are concerned.
We go down the left with Lefay.
Labrie will give us a jolt up the ass at half time.
Cut the through balls through the middle for him, but they've been dealt with more than comfortably by Plymouth. Here's Salis, back to O'Nien now with Mepham. 1 minute of one. I'm surprised there's even a minute, to be honest, but here we go. Roberts.
Not we'd play like this, absolutely psycho.
To Lefay, halfway inside the Plymouth half. He's got Sorinola in front of him, taking him on.
Hello, Lacey.
He's going to cross, but it's come off Sorinola and it's gone behind for a corner.
Patience, you will be fine, says Fernie.
Sunderland corner. Good time to score now in added time, just before the break.
Fantastic time to score.
Wishful thinking there, lads.
Take the corner on the left-hand side. Sirkin got the end of the last one.
Go and attack it.
Can someone get on the end of
Wait,
this
the keeper
one?
gets it straight away.
All
the corners are terrible.
And Lefay swings this in. Lost by the goalkeeper. And I think that surprised Job and Sirkin because it's dropped behind. for another
Hello, SJ.
corner. It must have taken a slight touch off someone.
It's a great ball in, isn't it?
It was a very good ball in, whipped in.
We're set up wrong, SJ. That's the trouble.
Was it Callum Wright who got a
We're set up to
slight
play
touch
like the
that?
top 4 team,
Looks like it was.
and it's the wrong formation.
Another corner for Sunderland from the right.
Because it's not going to work against everybody who's
no.
defending against the
Someone's pushed a
Gone
Plymouth
down.
player
and
over.
back.
There's quite a group in the 6-yard box, and the referee has stepped back out of them. He's
Bournemouth beating Forest.
2 out.
I'd love to Forest to win. I want to
Some
keep
of
getting
the
Forest wins here. Like,
with
love to see them win the
Jordan
league, but I don't think it's going to happen, is it?
Poop
Well, that looks like it's half time.
well, Lefay has been called out, and so is Jordan Houghton. I think no, it's Mepham. Sorry, it's Mepham. who's been
Richard
called
Newton,
out.
too many times we
They're
start
the
like
two
this,
that
not
have
good
been
enough for
spoken to
Prem.
by
We need to
the
sort this out, and
referee.
soon.
Quick
You
word, we've
said
got
it yourself,
Roman
first
before
half
back
is
again.
waffle. It is.
Referee still talking to Mepham. Still waiting, of course, for this corner to be taken. We're into the
When you think, look what
second
Burnley
minute,
did in the first few
third
minutes.
minute now of what was meant to be a minute added on at the end of the first half. Robert's still waiting.
Aye,
to
when
take
he
the
may be
corner
up
from
against Albion in the
right-hand
playoff final.
side. Still a lot of players inside the 6-yard box. Roberts then from this right-hand side. There's still some pushing going on. And the ball floats across towards the.
Yeah, SJ, if you hear any goals, mate, try not to post them on the chat before the radio announces it. Much appreciated, mate, if you
Plymouth are
can.
frustrated. Sunderland, they've been reduced to a few half chances. Sunderland, but
Well,
nothing
Argyle are the happier out the
clinical,
2 fans at the minute.
Nothing that you said or could have said.
3,600
Maybe
subscribers, I've reached it.
Daniel's
Thank you very,
body,
very
has
much,
stretched Plymouth in
everybody.
any shape or form.
Yeah, job done for Plymouth. You know, they've come here to, shall we say, don't concede early, which they have done. You know, they got to half time, frustrate Sunderland, which they have been doing, and you've got to say they've reduced the opportunities which Sunderland have been able to create. So Sunderland have to, shall we say, step it up a little bit.
Yes, I mean, you mentioned the possibility of changes at half.
Got to go 4-4-2. Well, SJ, like I say, we are set
not
up
really
wrong.
He's not going to panic.
He won't panic. I mean, he tends to keep his changes down to a minimum, and later in the game, if he possibly.
Let's just mute that now for music and stuff. We are set up wrong. The way we are set up at the moment, we're set up like we're wanting to play a top 14, right? We need to be set up like we're playing a bottom of the table team. That's what we need to be doing. We've got it completely wrong. We've got to go 4-4-2. We've got to go out all attack. Because at the minute, this formation's suiting Plymouth. At the minute, you know, because they've got everybody back. It's just not working. He's got to change it. Psycho says you don't get promoted playing 45 minutes. No. Hopefully they get booed off, says Jeff. We have a Mystic Meg again, says Simon. North Allerton says, I'm a bit baffled as to why Mayenda, who scored in the last game and played well when he came on against Burnley, is on the bench. Paul Nutt says, real fans don't boo their own team. I have subscribed you, Cabby. Thank you very much, Lacey Cairns. Much appreciated that. Yep, thanks for the subscriber. Thank you. Susan says, they are playing terrible, Cabby. Might go home. Watch it on the telly. Sunderland AFC 244. Stephen Lane says, why after all the games we have played in the first half, we look so laid back, it's half-time bollocking. We clap them off, says Jeff. I thought Davey was against 4-4-2. Davey was only against 4-4-2 when we're playing against the big clubs, when we're playing against the Leeds of a Burnley and stuff. But these are the games we need to be playing 4-4-2. We need to be attacking. We need to have more options up there, because at the minute, Plymouth are just going to have everybody behind the ball. If we're playing the 4-3-2-1 formation, we just haven't got enough up front to break a team down. We could play all day in this formation, and we're not going to create anything. Fernie says, weird league this. There will be twists and turns. That's why it's better than the Premier League, says Fernie. The trouble is we're playing catch up for the top two, so this is a must-win game for us. Well, it'd be a must-win game if we were the top of the league and we had a 5 points cushion like what Leeds have. But you can afford to lose if you're clear at the top. Not that you want to lose, But we will. We're playing catch up, so we can't lose this. Bring back Milton Nunes, says Simon. SJ says, don't change it then. We'll carry on going for a draw. No, we need to change it. 100% we need to change it. But we've got another 45 minutes of it yet. Let's read in the comments what social media have said. Sean says, we're moving the ball too slowly for my liking. He says they're keeping everybody behind the ball. He says we need to move it much quicker to disrupt their shape and create space. But that's because the way our formation is at the minute. It's more suited to play the top clubs, not these compact clubs like the Plymouth that's got everybody behind the ball. And that's why we're not doing anything. Jeff says need to speed up and have shots instead of trying to walk it in. Once again, that's down to the formation. Brandon says control the game and playing well. Extremely hard to break a team down that has 10 men in the box constantly. But Burnley didn't have a problem though, did they? Too many chances not finishing. I don't think we've had that many chances really. We don't get enough people into the box. We need two up top to break through here. Well done, Paul Fox. Thank you. Graham Gibson says we're playing against the worst defence in the league, so why not have two forwards on from playing on the start and playing along each other? It's obvious, isn't it? It's obvious what we're needing. I don't know. He's got to change it. He has to change it. PC says need to learn to step things up and break this side down. They must have had an idea Plymouth would come and do this. Anything else would be a thrashing. Players like Job need to step up against weaker opposition. Thomas says moving it far too slow for a 4-3-3 formation. Easy for Plymouth to shift from left to right. Couple of almost, but not sure it's worth waiting too long before it changes. And that's what I've said before. We're going left, we're going right, we're going left, we're going right. And it's like, it's slow. We need to be quick. Get these passes through. Get Isidore running onto some balls through. Just split the defence open. Not this pass left and right, left and right, left and right. Trying to do 50 passes before we attempt to get the ball into the box and stuff, because it's just not going to work. Not against 11 behind the ball. It just doesn't work. Ian says we have managed to drop down to the opposition's level and match their urgency. He says meanwhile we've hardly had any of that. Maybe we're saving it for the 80th minute when we desperate need a goal. We like to live on the edge. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a goal in the 98th minute or something, you know, just to create and give you more anxiety like Sunderland constantly do. In my opinion, says David, Plymouth were bound to be at it today, at least to the extent of not playing like they did against Burnley. Even then, I expect to go in half-time a goal up. Very poor. We still need that front man, a goal scorer. Hopefully a bollocking at half-time. But on the flip side, Plymouth, of course, will be buzzing. Dean says, absolutely crap. Need to buy or loan more players in this window. Take Samad off, push Joe back, move Laffy over and put Pavido on. I've not even heard Samad get a mention. Too much tippy-tappy, not enough shooting. Well, basically, I could go on with these comments. Everybody is saying roughly the same thing. We're too slow in our build-up play. We're just too slow.
Had a real good look at it.
We're too slow against a team bottom of the league. I mean, what's that tell you? Tony says, at this rate, I can see Plymouth nicking it. I'm 61. Got me kit ready, I'm on second half. Fernie says, be honest, Cabby, thought you guys would fall off the pace, but fair play to you. You haven't. I'm playing good football. Enjoy watching you when I can. Yeah, cheers for your support, Fernie. Like I see, you're always popping in. But it is such a strange league, this league, isn't it? It is a weird league. But you'd be happy if this was 0-0, Fernie, wouldn't you? Surely you would. I know I would. Top of the league, and if Leeds were in our position it was still 0-0. But you've been there yourself. You've had frustrating games. This game can make you pull your hair out at times. The game might have been put to bed if we started up front, says Jack. Durham says the second half we will come out all guns blazing 3-0. BBC Stats says Sunderland only 6 shots in the first half. I mean, if this ended up 0-0, would that be classed as a disaster? Or could you look on the bright side and say, at least we haven't lost? We're still unbeaten at home. Is that what some of the fans are going to say? We're still unbeaten at home. We're alright. We've not lost. At least it's not a defeat. That's what people are going to say, isn't it? Kaylee says, we're effing crap. He says, that's the difference between teams above us. He says, they finish teams off. We simply don't. You could look at the argument of Sheffield United against Hull. I think you're looking at there, Kaylee. I think you're looking at the last game, Burnley against the Burnley match, aren't you? I don't know. It's... How says Jack, get me ender on and knock 5 in second half. Says Donald. Ryan says, come on, son. And Simon says, Pavida on the bench as he's injured himself with splinters. Fernie says, it's not what you want, but a draw might be the point that gets you promoted. I do know what you're saying, Fernie, but we've got a chance to really close the gap. And dare I say, if we don't win this game today, then I think the top 2's gone. Because I just think the top 2 will be gone if we didn't win this game. After the doors being opened by Sheffield United and to close the gap, especially with Leeds and Burnley playing each other. If we didn't win this, then I do think it'll be playoffs, as much as I hate to say it. Because we're playing catch-up. We've got to win today. That's how much quality there is in the top 2, top 3 in this championship. Be positive, we will win, says Colin Major. Jack says, Pavida a walking sick note. Cabby says, you're getting lots of ads. That's just YouTube everywhere, I think. Stephen Lane says, okay, was the first half against low teams. We make such hard work. As we all know, it's not good enough if we want Premier Football. I rest my case. Stephen, like I said before, if we don't beat these today, then you can forget chasing the top 2. It's just not going to happen. A draw is definitely 2 points dropped. Alfie says Doug B. Alfie goalkeeping says, now they're rock bottom in the league, going down to League 1. We should be beating teams like this. You've got to earn it, Alfie, haven't you? You've got to earn it. Nat G says, scared to mention it. Top 2 says Morley White, and he's laughing. Is that a Newcastle fan? Could be, I don't know. Don't care. Donald Galbraith says 8 goal improvement for Burnley over Sheffield United. Goal difference might be an issue. Sunderland FC 1, yes. Well, I think the goal difference, I think we're far too far behind that. We haven't got the firepower up front to be lashing the goals in, unfortunately, and it's evidence again.
Newcastle Eagles, they head to Birmingham.
We have not got the firepower. Raisin says, I'm sick of the manager. Michael Atkinson, hello Michael. This is, we rarely put games to bed and have a comfortable last 10 minutes. That said, I'd settle for an nervy 1-0 lead this afternoon, going in at a time. Well, yeah. Fernie says, think Sheffield United haven't had a bad spell yet and think they have had the luck in some games. Well, yeah, they had a bit of luck when we played them at Bramall Lane. We missed a penalty. They only won 1-0. And I thought they were terrible when they came to the stadium. We thoroughly deserved our win. Topsy T says, totally right, Cabby. We should be butchering teams like this, man. We just haven't got out of first gear. All afternoon, mate. He says, hello, Topsy T. He says, you, Mackenzie, Sheffield United are an awful team, says Jack. We haven't had firepower for 2 years, Cabby, says Rico. Well, that's why it's evidence here. That's why you're looking at the scoreboard saying 0-0. Because we haven't. Thanks for the subscriber. Thank you very much.
About 40 minutes time. and then they're at home against Solihull Barons at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Further afield, much further afield in tennis, Madison Keys won the women's singles.
You just hate half time, don't you? Now it's like you're eager. You just want them to get out at half time. Oh. Morley White says you Mackems are too impatient. I think it's because there's that much in stake. It's that first goal, isn't it? You just want that first goal, and everybody will sit back and go, the sky is falling down again, says D Hall. So is Morley White right? And I'm not a poet, and you know it. Are us Mackems too impatient? If we don't win today, then I reckon it'll be playoffs time. By the way, at least the storm has gone, says David. Guess you are, says Nat. Scott Williams says, good afternoon. Hello, Scott. Myself and Fiona think we are really missing Mundell pace. Lafay would be better, more central. Michael Atkinson says, I've missed the first half, so we've missed many chances or created much. We haven't really done anything, Michael, to be honest with you. Plymouth Argyle have done absolutely zero. We've had a couple of sort of chances, but it was more like misplaced passes in the boxes or, shots wide. But the way we're set up at the minute, we're just not creating enough chances.
Just waiting for...
We're just not set up to create enough chances. Morley White is right, says Fernie. Sir Med, Sirkin off, Rig Mayenda on. Now we should be winning this. Morley says, if you'd watched the crap Leeds fans have, I could understand it. Keith Lupton says, a week before we appointed Regis, we were looking at relegation candidates. Who would have not taken our current position 6 months ago? I know what you're saying, Keith. Fiona, hello, how are you, Fiona? Says, hi, Cabby. Sounds like it's been a below average half. Changes at half time. It's been an awful first half. Doug B says, average team, average performances, amazing. We are placed where we are. Rig and Meander on for me, says Jack. Michael says, get Gary Rowell on second half.
Yes, as Dan Neal leads out.
Talk about second half. Just get the music out the road. But you can just tell, I'm just looking at the Plymouth players coming out now. They look pumped. They've got the game face on. They're up for this, Plymouth. And Sun and get a goal will destroy that. But they've got a spring in the step, Plymouth, coming out into the second half.
Red and white socks, no changes.
Still got the music playing. Hi, Aidan. Michael Atkinson's trouble is LeB doesn't make changes that quickly. It's only half time, says Jeff Stobbart. Plenty of time to settle and win this one. You know what? The lower it stays 0-0 in the second half, the quicker that clock is going to take over. Thanks for that subscriber there.
On the Plymouth right for Plymouth
Come
Argyle.
on, Sunderland there.
Live here on BBC Radio Newcastle. The throw from Sorinola down the line onto the halfway line, comes all the way back to Patterson, and he puts his foot through it up over the halfway line, headed on by Putchats.
David Graham. Anyway, what happens today? The Teesby Derby at Riverside a week on Monday will be interesting, and Burnley Leeds on Monday will be good.
Taken by Trey Hume.
Cabby, you look like you're worried.
Now O'Nien in the middle of the
Plymouth win up Leeds United, says John.
Up through the middle, straight at Putchats, who chests it through the centre.
I think every Sunderland fan in that stadium will have the similar to look what I've got. Not comfortable.
Peg.
Nat says we're going to win.
Now with Dan Neal.
We need that goal first, Nat.
Wrestling with Randall. Neal's pulled down. It's a free kick to Sunderland on the halfway line, on the right.
Come on, boys. John Walters watches needs one.
I think they play with a bit more tempo.
I suspect he's probably told them just to step it up a gear.
Have we changed formation by anywhere or we're not?
On the touchline back to O'Nien. And hello to Joanne listening in London.
Michael Atkinson, just hope it's not one of those sucker punch games.
On the river.
Don't even go there.
She contemplates a night with ABBA.
ABBA.
Here's Patrick Roberts making a run across the middle. It looked like it was fouled. The referee, I think, has played the advantage here. Lafay He's tried to slip it through. It went past Sirkin. Isidore beaten to it at the edge of the penalty area.
David Jackson is if you can't win the league, then I want Leeds to win. They are Prem class. They are. They're the best. Apart from Sunderland, they're the best team in this league, aren't they?
All the way back now to the halfway line to Mepham. And Mepham in the middle, just inside the Plymouth half, out to the right to Hume, down that right wing to Patrick Roberts, inside then to Dan Neal. Neal down the right again to Hume. Hume crosses, pulls it back here. It's a chance for Roberts. It just came off him a bit too awkwardly. And it's gone behind. It was just a little bit too harsh.
Plymouth boss will have demanded a reaction after shipping 5 goals. Of course there will be, Michael.
Slips away from Sunderland.
Do you think he should have just pulled the trigger?
Yeah. Yeah, when he had the opportunity, just let it, just fire. Smash it, as you'd say.
Smash it.
So 0-0 still here at the Stadium of Light, 48th minute. Kick from Hazard, down the right, headed
They're
on.
doing that. Put us through the ringer.
Headed away by Luke O'Neill.
Tennis. Well done.
It's dropped here for Lefay, if he can dig it out. It can't. It's a throw to Sunderland on the left. Ball back with Job. Plays it back to O'Neill. Across to the right. Hume had to work hard to try and get the ball away from Mumba, who's won it back.
How is Robert still on the pitch, says Alan.
Again to Paulson, the Icelandic international in the heart.
Natchy, seriously, it been in Bolly, been drinking. You are right, Nat.
Through the middle for Job on the centre spot almost. He plays it out wide again to Roberts. Roberts now cutting in again, trying to come round Jordan Houghton, which he's done. He's cut across the middle, finds Sirkin. Sirkin now to Lefay on the left of the penalty area, and Lefay, he's
How are the lads, says D Hall.
Bundu, he plays it back behind.
Devon Mackham says, been going to SAFC games
Dropped over everybody's heads. Isidore trying to get on the end
since
of it.
'68. They always put fans through the ringer. Yeah,
Neil,
I've been going since 1983, so I've been doing it the whole time with me as well.
Good ball in by Roberts.
KLD is a rich man.
Yeah. Lefay is going out to the right now to take this 6th Sunderland corner, their first at the second half, and now plenty of players lined up on the.
So if we don't win this today, would you say the top 2's gone?
From this
Or would you say, how are CABBIE, man? Don't be
raised
ridiculous.
briefly,
The top 2 hasn't gone if we
swings
don't
in
win
here,
this
and
today.
it's headed away by Pleguezello. And down
I'm just
to
saying it because we're
Roberts
playing
on that far
catch up.
side, is under
We're
pressure
playing
from
catch up. We've got to.
Mumba.
We've got to
Gets
win.
the ball down the right to Hume, who pulls it back, and Sirkin's beaten to the ball as he was about to pull the trigger. Houghton got it clear.
Got to say, that's great defending.
Very good defended by Jordan Houghton. And Plymouth get the ball away again. There's a little bit more urgency, as you say.
Maybe it
about
was a bad thing, them getting tanked
Sunderland
off
in this second half, as you said, trying to
Burnley.
step up
Maybe it
the
would have
pace a
been
little
good
bit
if
more.
Plymouth beat Burnley
Plymouth
before
defence
us,
under a little bit
playing
more
us.
pressure, but it's still 0-0.
Long way to go yet, says
in the
Bong. Fernley
51st
says top
minute
2 hasn't gone. Chill out.
of the
Top
game.
2 gone if we don't win, says
Live on
Paul.
BBC
Not
Radio
gone,
Newcastle.
but it'll make a hell of a lot harder, says
3-1 to
Douglas.
Newcastle at Southampton as the ball comes back through to Connor Hazard.
Leeds
The
have not had a bad
6-6
spell yet. Not sure if the
Plymouth
top
Argyle
2 would be out
goalkeeper
of
who's
sight.
sort of fluorescent
Just not a
lime
Premier League level is
green,
Jack Clark. He's not, no.
lemon almost the colour. Bowls the ball out to put Chats on the left, and then Houghton swings it up through the middle behind Hardy at the edge of the penalty area. O'Nine's on his
Scott
shoulder.
would say
Hardy just holding him
100%
off,
got to think the
coming
top
back
2's
with it,
gone.
Playing it behind to Randall and Houghton, and now across to Pleguezello.
I know,
Back to the
can't
right
believe
wing
it.
to
The Blades got slaughtered.
Sorinola has Lefay in front of him, slipped it into Randall.
Just looking at the stadium
And then to
backdrop,
right
there's no
back
fans in there, says
Sorinola, but
Packer.
a foot from Neil gets the ball to Lefay, but then it's won back by Plymouth. They get it out to Bundu on the right-hand side. He's
Top
trying
2
to
gone if Leeds
cross,
beat
and
us.
He has. Oh, and Hardy
That was a
won't
chance.
get many better chances than that. A header from 6 yards, which he's glanced.
Jack Clark
wide
may
of
be
the
left out
post.
for his
That should have
assist
been
against
1-0
Completely
Plymouth.
unmarked.
City last week.
He knows it. Hardy knows he should have done better there. He knows he probably should have scored.
Yeah, hit the target there. It's 1-0. That's a warning sign,
Goal
Nick.
was gaping. And so now Sunderland looking to counter-attack. Jove is tripped. Free kick just inside the Plymouth Argyle half. As you say, a warning sign from Plymouth. And now
to be honest with you, Plymouth should have been 1-0. Look, they should be 1-0 up. Hardy there. It was a lovely cross. I'm just seeing it on my monitor. It was a lovely cross. A whipped in cross with pace.
And he's the second
It just needed a straight connection there, and that was 1-0 Plymouth.
Following the booking for Pleguezola and the...
Oh, he'd be disappointed with that.
Pleguezola. On the left wing then.
Lovely cross. He was unmarked in the 6-yard box.
Over the free kick. Mumba and
It's slipping away, says Tonks. Plenty of games left, says Michael, but we've struggled too often against poor sides. I don't think we're top 2, not clinical and ruthless enough. Clive says, got to win against Plymouth simply because we have got to get head steam going for upcoming games. If we don't win today, says Scott.
Good ball in, and the header from Lefay. MACKEM, what is it? MACKEM.
Leeds will win the league. SCFC's second will be ideal.
Power on it, MACKEM, to really make Hazard struggle. It was a lovely ball in from
Playoffs
Roberts.
will test our strength. Hopefully Burnley are eliminated.
Neil can't get round.
John Dusud, Burnley beat this lot 5-0 last week, for heaven's sake. Yeah, unfortunately, that's bad for us.
He's found Isidore, but the offside flag is up.
Because they've had a tanking from their manager, and they tighten up against us. Borough 1-1. Says MACKEM Mike. John Murray says the Packer Andrew is hilarious not. Simon says the Packer Andrew, we are playing behind closed doors. Jeff says please don't spoil the stream if there's goals. Barcode's 3-1 up, no surprise there really. Sheffield United lost, Burnley Leeds Monday, we must beat these. Philip Smith, I wouldn't say top 2 gone. Sheffield Wednesday are starting, Sheffield United are starting to drop points. Last few games, Leeds games haven't exactly been comfortable, but we need to do our own thing and win games despite what we do. MACKEM 73 says, don't worry Jeff, 0-0 full time, he says.
Away from Hardy, out for a throw to Plymouth on the right hand side. A couple of balls bounced down on the pitch. Bundu throws one back to Matthew Sorinola, and the former Fulham defender throws the ball back to Pleguezola, and the Spaniard plays
Scott says, do we think anyone else coming in to help either sign along? We need it.
The middle. MACKEM heads it in the air, right it comes down for on his chest, and he's done well to find Randall, who's battling with Solis, gets it back to Houghton, and then it's played out to Mumba, who's taking on Hume, and Hume's having to work hard
comparing to last season.
Out for a throw to Plymouth. A couple of yards from the corner flag on the left hand side.
Do you know what annoys me though? It's the fact Plymouth will probably go on and lose the next 7 on the bounce, 4 or 5-0, 4-0, 3-0 or something.
Paveda and Jones. The ball with Callum Wright.
And it's just pathetic from us if that was the case.
For a free kick to Sunderland. The guest of honour at half-time did the draw was John O'Shea. He's been here today, is here today.
You're concerned how quiet we are. It's nerves, Packer.
This afternoon, Anthony
0-0 at the moment. We are crap, says David. I can't swear because I would get told off by YouTube. We'll take Chubba Afcom, says Cole. Can we get Isaac on loan, Michael?
To Sirkin on the left, who's having to battle with Bundu, who's got the ball but illegally. And a free kick to Sunderland. Quickly taken, played over the top, but back to Hazard. Offside again against Isidore. There's no fluidity.
We'd like to see Samed and Roberts off with Rig and Meander on. I've not heard Roberts or Samed. West Brom 5-0. Right, who are they playing? Who's West Brom playing? Are they playing their own reserve team or whatever?
For Sunderland until Monday week away at Middlesbrough.
Back to the bad old days, says Tyan.
We'll have that live, of course, on BBC Radio Newcastle. As O'Nien heads the ball away through the middle. Neil trying to get away, but Houghton's won it back for Plymouth. Plays it back to Pukchats on the halfway line. Then Paulson inside of him, who was under pressure from Isidore, and Plymouth give the ball away. Hume keeps it in on the touchline on the far side.
Thanks for the subscriber, thank you.
To MACKEM. And
Portsmouth.
Now to O'Nien. O'Nien to Cirkin.
Devon says the games at the stadium are like cup finals for the visitors. Yeah, they are. Part of the bus. Mowbray working his magic at West Brom. Top bloke.
And Solis now just leaves it for Mepham.
Got a nice relationship with Man United. Maybe Rashford on loan, as no one wants him.
Back to Hume. And now through, trying to find Isidore.
What's happened to that Trian transfer? Don't know, James.
Comfortably, they're just cutting them out every time. Houghton now back to Putchats. And Putchats, Roberts goes to close him down.
Would be a 2.0. Ahmad says
over the
Julian.
top, trying to get Hardy away, but Mepham nods it on to Salis, who's caught by Randall, who gets the ball back from right now. And Randall again, looking to bring this forward still into the penalty area on the right-hand side. Crosses and a flick, which could fall to Hardy, and through the legs of Patterson. It went over the line, did it? The goalkeeper.
It's gone in.
Has it given the goal?
It's a goal.
He's given the goal. It did cross the line.
Oh my God.
Hardy's header went through Patterson's legs and crossed the line.
Yeah.
Plymouth Argyle lead in the 58th minute.
It was clearly over the line. The linesman didn't flag.
We could see that. He didn't flag. I don't know why we could see from up here.
It was the signal on the referee's watch.
It's the
oh my God.
Yeah, the goal line technology which has given it, isn't it?
But Solis loses the ball in the middle of the park.
Got caught by Randall.
And then we didn't deal with it. The ball comes in the box and it's like slow motion. It's
yeah, that's in.
Somehow, I think it's harder you squeeze the ball in.
What did I say on my show? What did I say?
Was it off Mepham? Yeah, it was off Mepham. It's come off his feet and it's gone back into Hardy's.
And from a very, very narrow angle, he squeezed it through.
Yeah.
And Plymouth lead by a goal to 0. That was sloppy, really, from Sunderland.
Well, tell you what, show a bit of character, see how good we are now.
Yeah. Oh, dear me.
Sunderland 0.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised.
The goal given, and clearly should have been given. The ball had wholly crossed the line before it was hooked clear by Sunderland. And now they have to come from behind as Joe picks up a loose ball in the centre circle, knowing that, of course, last night Sheffield United lost 3-0 at home to Hull City.
Sometimes you can be too safe, can't you?
Yeah, we did wonder. We had this discussion before the game.
This is what you happen, including myself, when everybody says we're going to thump them 4-0.
A throw for Sunderland on the.
Yeah, you're right, Michael.
Side. Who goes off?
There's only one player who's going to go off. Solis.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
As the ball swung in from the right. Oh, an equaliser! Isidore!
Wilson.
Hey!
Forward to the penalty spot. Swings his right foot at it.
Get in!
Hazard stuck on the goal line. Can only go back in and pull the ball.
Come on, Sunderland, man, for God's sake!
But again, Nick, yeah, excellent strike by Wilson Isidore. Good ball in by, I think, Trey Hume.
Yeah, lovely cross.
We shouldn't be in this position.
Come on, man. Wake the F up, Sunderland. Come on.
Here's the substitution.
Just a couple of minutes. Salis coming off. Mayenda coming on.
Oh, lovely little glancing header that, like. Get in, Wilson, son. And he's pleased. Wilson's gone daft. He's so relieved with that goal.
Back all square.
It's not been disallowed yet, said Stephen. No. He's really enjoyed that goal, like. Isidore.
Plymouth Argyle.
He's massively enjoying that.
We just said there, see how good we are. Good reaction.
I'll be changing the score in a minute. I'm just watching the
push on here. They've been given the wake-up call by Plymouth. They've got themselves back in it, and now here come Plymouth again. But Cirkin gets in front of Bundu, and then Job gets the ball out on this left-hand side to Cirkin. Then
my God, this team.
Inside to Cirkin. Lefay's trying to get round Sorinola.
We have noise at the Stadium of Light.
It's a throw to Plymouth Argyle.
The game's got a little bit of life now, hasn't it?
Yeah, suddenly it needed it, didn't it? We said it was getting a bit sloppy, it was getting a bit scrappy. There was no fluidity to it. But now, 2 goals have given it a bit of a kick. a kick start, if you like.
Come on, Sunderland, man. Heaven's sake.
And Sorinola takes this throw finally for Plymouth Argyle down the right, and headed out by Bundu. It's a throw to Sunderland on the left. 1-1 in the nearly in the 63rd minute now. And having mentioned that Sheffield United result last night, more important than ever that Sunderland try and win this game to narrow the gap.
Sunderland have got to go behind before they get a kick up the backside.
Here's MACKEM. Back to Patterson. Patterson in the D.
The centre-backs have got things to do now. They've got 2 up there.
Yeah. Because Sunderland stretched them a bit, because they've been more than comfortable, haven't they, for Plymouth. But here's Hardy trying to get away from Job, and having to do this on his own. He's got no support with him. Job comes away with the ball eventually and runs into Hardy, who fouls him.
That's a booking, that. Is that
Hardy,
a swipe at him?
Job's having a word with Hardy. No card. Job takes the free kick. Wide now on the right. Roberts trying to get Hume away on the right hand side. Hume, whose cross set up the first. Here's the second, if it could be. He tried the same cross and Pleguezuelos cut it out before Isidore could get on the end.
Come on, Mandy, give us another goal.
Make a substitution, Nick. I think it's Sissoko, is it?
Oh, it could be, yeah. Oh, no, is it? No, it's Michael Beidou.
Samed looks rusty, doesn't he?
This corner.
Samed doesn't look good enough. He's already played. That's the trouble, isn't it?
Side swung in by Roberts. It's headed out by Paulson, and Beidou, who is a Ghanaian international, a attacking forward who's signed from Elfsborg in the summer. As forwards comes Lefay on the right-hand side, trying to get the ball into the Plymouth penalty area, but Mumba comes away with it, nearly caught by Lefay, and played back here to Putchats, who's under pressure from Lefay. He's being forced back into the penalty area and hooks the ball out straight to Dennis Cirkin. It comes down off him though for Sorinola. Now here on the right, Sorinola beaten to it by Wilson.
Come on!
Well done.
Come on.
Plymouth one. Here's the Plymouth change. The player going off is Hardy.
Yeah, Mason Burstow
Fresh pair of legs up front,
and Hegelhard was playing for Hull last night, Michael.
25 minutes to play.
Mystic Mandy, we salute you. Brian Hughes, we need to press them now. We'd absolutely do. Bong says a bit of quality play just got to bed in. Time running out though. It certainly is.
25-year-old will go in up front now.
Thought Burstow was dead, says
Was he
Julian.
dropped back into a midfield position? Bundu's gone a bit more further forward.
Yeah.
Sorinola with a throw for Plymouth Argyle. All square, 1-1.
Wilson enjoyed that goal, like.
Radio Newcastle. Beidou trying to get his first touches, gets it through to Bundu. Is laid off then to Mumba, who runs on this on the left-hand side.
Philip says, Cabby, give a shout out to my wife, Kimberly Smith. Love her loads, but love Sunderland more. So a big hello to Kimberly Smith. It just sort of brushed off his back or something, US. That's how it went in behind the... It just crawled over the line. Roberts should be terrorising teams like this. Never looked the same since Ahmad left.
3 up front here. As it comes back to O'Neill.
Well, they're pressing further up.
Trying up to Meyenda, but Putchats has run into this and is found right. Behind him is Houghton, and now to Randall, and back to Wright. He's trying to get it back to Houghton, and then swings it out to the left-hand side. And there, Putchats has got caught, and the ball played back into the Plymouth half and out by Paulson for a throw to Sunderland. Now with MACKEM bringing us up towards the halfway line on the right of midfield. Back again.
Just had to kick you off here, and I don't know what the heck you're doing, spamming the chat. Just pack it in, man. I don't know what you're playing at.
Regis Lebris.
Hi. I've said hello 100 times.
And that's been played out down the right to Beidou.
Just some silly people on the internet. Trevor Coleman says, ooh,
Now
1-1.
here on halfway, Dan Neil plays it back to Mepham. Mepham trying to get it away to Mayenda on the right wing, but Putchach is on his shoulder, comes down for the pole. He plays it into the middle to Houghton, and Houghton now to Randall.
You love spam.
Randall
I like it
to
fried.
Sorinola, back to
Plenty of time for a winner, no
Leguizamo,
excuses.
who rolls it back for the goalkeeper to deal with here in front of Isidore, who's now scored his 9th goal of the season. And the ball drops out for a throw to Plymouth Argyle on the far side, which Barley Mumba will take. 68th minute.
We should be on fire here now. Like, we should be wanting to tear these apart. But once again, the stadium's gone quiet again. And we didn't want Sunderland to settle back into their slow play.
The referee
They can it.
telling him to get a move on. Down the line, looking for Bundu. Behind him is Houghton, and now Randall. Randall looking for the run of Sorinola, but it's been cut out by Lefay. Lefay over the halfway line on the left-hand side. Job inside of him, but Plymouth have got bodies back. And Randall makes a block for a throw to Plymouth inside their half.
This makes you wonder, will we see Chris
Spammer's good, Cabby.
Well, an interesting one as Beidou's now away on the break through the middle here. Beidou still going. Beidou trying to get it out to the right. He's blocked by O'Nien, who's held off Beidou. And then Job comes away with the ball out to Lefay. And Lefay down the line again for Job to chase.
Big Dave, you'd be tearing his hair out.
Leguizamo, he does, but Randall comes back. And Randall gets onto the ball and then whips it back up over the
Spam is
halfway
good,
line
but not on
into
this
the
channel.
Sunderland half to Luke O'Nien. Plays it to his right to Mepham. Mepham then out further wide. Hume looking for Mayenda.
Just typical Sunderland. Peter. How about Mayenda with a win? I'll take that.
Puts the ball out off Mayenda, says both the officials. The assistant on the far side and the referee for a goal kick. Sunderland won, Plymouth Argyle won. 69 minutes almost played. Just over 20 minutes.
MACKEM can come off Pato's arse hair as far as I'm concerned to score our goal.
Gave the goal. We're watching a replay of it now on the line.
Yeah.
And it clearly went fully over the line.
Well, I must admit, from up here, it looked as though it was a goal, Nick.
Oh, it did clearly look as though it had gone over. And
the line.
Oh, it was definitely a goal. No argument there.
Double trying to stare and keeping his flag down. He wasn't going to commit himself to any decision at all. But
we're coming constantly down the left and right. Let's have a go gone through the middle, man. Is that because we're set up wrong?
Sunderland have got one back. It's 1-1 as Mepham.
Liverpool 4, Ipswich 0. Or Ipswich coming back to the Championship.
Sorinola. And Sorinola inside then to Randall, who's looking for the run here of right into the penalty area on his left foot. Oh, he's off the foot of the post and across the face of goal. And Callum Wright puts it behind them, but he must be feeling Plymouth should be 2-1 up.
Honest to God, man.
I'll tell you what, he had so much.
You can't believe it. Into the penalty area on his left foot, off the.
Regis should be screaming at the team here, like. If we let Plymouth get 2-1 up front, I'm just walking out of here, like.
Along the line.
Smuggers have equalised. That was close. Cabby to announce Sunderland win any minute. Oh, you're right.
And Sunderland aware that this isn't going to be.
We're sleeping at the back, like.
We stopped going down this left-hand side. We stopped.
My God, that was so close to being 2-1.
Yeah.
Now with Mepham back across to O'Nien.
It's like Sunderland are almost happy they've equalised.
Dan Neil.
Let's just slow it down again, eh?
Now to Sirkin on the left. Sorinola getting back with him. He trips him. And
That's a booking. He's off.
It's going to be a booking, surely. Well, he's not off because he's not been booked yet.
Oh.
Gary Bennett, man. Get your facts. He's hopeless, Benno, sometimes, like, isn't he?
I thought he has been booked.
No, he's not.
Honestly, Benno. Shut up, man.
So he is now.
Much as I love you to bits, but crikey.
And this free kick left side of the Plymouth penalty area.
The thought of Plymouth getting 6 points, it's telling you.
Anthony Patterson, Dan Neil.
600 now watching. Thank you, everybody.
I asked Anthony Patterson after the game at Derby.
Any new subscribers, hit the subscribe button, thank you, and hit that thumbs up, click that like button, thank you very much.
He doesn't like layers. Doesn't like layers. So he always wears short sleeves.
Come on.
So
quality bowling.
Lefay and Roberts over the ball for this free kick from the left of the penalty area. And it's Roberts is going to deliver it, chips it in, headed down though to Humes.
Get in!
And Trey Humes
Get in! Yes!
You can say he turned
Get in!
that ball into a good ball, but it's
Get
2-1
in!
now in the 73rd minute to Sunderland.
It's a great finish by Trey. I thought it was a poor
Yes!
kick, but
Yes!
it's worked its way to Trey Hume. He's taken it on his thigh and volleyed it in. Excellent.
Roberts free kick into the penalty spot basically, and Hume ran on.
So just as Plymouth were going 2-1 up front.
Smashed it past Hazard. Sunderland 2, Plymouth Argyle.
Lovely finish
1.
there, like.
Now they've got themselves in pole position.
To be fair, they did delete when they said get in. They said get in. They deleted it straight away. I think that was just habit.
They've shown great character as well from going a goal down.
Yeah. And of course it could have been so different with Wright hitting the post at the other end. Just 3 minutes beforehand.
You look back on that one.
So
substitution? No. They're making another one. Plymouth
are going to make another change. They are trailing 2-1 now. They've been leading 1-0. That lead was short-lived. And now Plymouth find themselves as they head towards the final 15 minutes, 2-1 down. Sunderland heading hopefully for 3 points, which will push them within a point of second place. And I think Sunderland are going to make another change as well. Who is being called back? Is it Dan Ballard or is it Rigg?
Oh, it might be Ballard.
Ballard is going to come on for Sunderland.
And everybody take your blood pressure tablets.
2 Derby 1. Randall holds off the challenge of.
But it's not one yet. It's not one yet. Let's get that third.
O'Nien clears out to Isidore, and he's away on the left. Isidore beaten to the ball though by Paulson, who clears down the right for Plymouth, and Lefay plays it back.
So
to
everybody in the
He's
chat,
got Bundu all over
wave
him.
your magic and say Sunderland do not sit on this 2 goals to 1 in front. Do not sit back, kill them off.
Neil, lovely reverse ball through here to Mayenda in the penalty area. Mayenda now, Putchats is standing off him. Oh, no penalty, says the referee. Sorinola just shoulder barges Mayenda down in the penalty area, and the referees immediately waved no penalty, and a free kick for Plymouth close to the halfway line when Bundu is bundled down.
Brian says, Cabby, I bet that you are right. Brian, you are right so far, but it ain't full time yet.
Sunderland.
I think they'll come on for the 2 wide players. Myself.
Come on. That should be the key to open the door
Plymouth,
for the floodgates for Sunderland. That like
substitutions. Tijani's going to come on. He's on loan from Slavia Prague.
so a goal and an assist for Hume.
Al-Hajj.
I never ever look at the league table, right, until full time, because it always puts a curse on it. That's just my superstition.
Giabi, who's on loan from Leeds. So Tijani, Al-Hajj, and Giabi.
Look at that penalty decision here.
Plymouth Argyle. And Sirkin's
showing you an angle you can't really see. Get that goal difference up. Cabby, what do you think that score is going to be? Oh, I don't know, I'm exhausted already.
Roberts comes off.
I'd like to see 4-1.
Roberts applauds the crowd.
We need that third though, don't we? We need that. We need the third. We need that third goal. Because Plymouth, when they've come up, when they have had a chance to break,
Freshens things up. You're leading 2-1.
You know, they look dangerous. And, Bristol 2, Blackburn 1. That's a surprise scoreline, Michael. Now manage the game to win, says Robert. Ballard and Rigg coming on, says Maureen. Brian Black Cat says, Cabby, what a great show, thanks. You're welcome, Brian. Etienne says predicted 2-1, so probably will happen. What do I know? Would be better playing and winning a lot of games in the Championship or losing lots in the Prem. I've always said that, Devon, but you can't refuse going into the Prem, can you?
As well.
Is that 30 seconds for every sub?
In theory.
Oh, la 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 la.
Pleguezuelo's going off for
How I love being a Sunderland fan.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness,
Wolves 0, Arsenal 1. Are Wolves doomed? Or was it Ipswich, Leicester and Southampton? I just see a massive thanks for 621 in my channel today.
Former Millwall and Manchester City midfielder.
And thanks for the 3 subscribers. Thank you.
So Bundu, who's on a yellow card. Tijani.
173 likes now. Thank you so much.
So Callum Wright.
Honestly, I cannot thank you guys for choosing to watch my channel today.
The players that are coming on following the Burnley game.
Oh, losing lots on the Premier special. Right, I'm off. It's not good for my health, says Jeff. You're not going, really, surely.
We're in the 78th minute. It's Sunderland.
So we've had about 20 minutes there of all substitutions. Let's get the game back up and running again, shall we?
Sunderland have Luke O'Nien at left back, Ballard and Mepham as the 2 centre backs, and Hume at right back.
Final score 2-2. Hope not, Jim. Let's have another goal. We need it, Andy. First time watching, thank you. Bring this to us. You're welcome, Joshua. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, mate. But thanks for tuning in.
So Soronola's push forwards on the right.
You're welcome, Cabby, says Fernie. Hey, it's not hour yet, mate. Christian B. Hello, Christian from Sweden. There's the easy way, then there's the Sunderland way. Time for the Braveheart chant.
Is Mayenda, who's tripped by Giabi in the.
Following Sunderland is the best cue for constipation, says Michael. Hi, Cabby. Hello, Devon Mackham. Good show. To be fair, Black Cats TV not covering the game today either. Oh, I don't know. Black Cats TV, I've never gone on. I don't think I've seen. Is that not SAFC Fan TV, you mean, Devon? I don't know.
Sunderland 2, Plymouth 1. Mayenda, wide on the right.
Oops, forgot to do the thumbs up, says John.
Plays it back. Up over the halfway line, rig.
600 gluten for punishment.
I mean, I don't know what went wrong with him.
Love this channel, says Simran. Thank you very much. Knee sweatman, says Richard.
The referee's coming back.
Smoggy's 2-1 down at the Daytona. 3 points are in sight as long as the Green Freaks don't equalise.
Put the ball out. He's going to get some treatment. Another stoppage.
Thanks for the 2 subscribers. Thank you.
Substitutions, and now we've got another stoppage for what is, I think,
we've got a stoppage for a stoppage
and a nosebleed to Mepham.
Oh. 41,000.
41,097.
Rico says we get parachute payments around 90 million if we go up, then get relegated. If we do get relegated, not a bad thing, as we would have funds to invest. Rapid fire 3-2, says Jim Watson.
The bowl of the stadiums we look down here. Coventry 2, Watford 1.
It seems we've hardly played any football since we've gone 2-1 in front. This is going to suit Plymouth more than it's going to suit us.
Will be in charge.
Yeah,
so he's on the perch.
They sort of made out the impression that he was about
so
to
did the ball hit Mepham in the face or something? He's got quite a hefty nosebleed. I used to suffer from them a lot when I was little.
Of course, they're up against.
Hello, Alexander Bakker from Miami, Florida. Jay says, can you say hi to my dad Keith, who's enjoying your live? Keith, hello, how are you doing to Dad Keith? Thanks for watching the live and I hope you're having a good day. Brian says, anyone who plays in grey always lose. James Watson, hope for 3 goals for that insurance. We do need that 3rd goal, James. Joshua says, I still think it's going to be through the playoffs. You're entitled to your opinion. But so far we are still only in a playoff position. Thanks for the 3 subscribers, thank you. But we haven't won this yet. We have not won this yet, far from it.
O'Nien, who drives up over the halfway line but out for a throw to Plymouth, and as you say, it's about managing the game now. Referee wants
Sigma, says Poppy.
To take this throw, which he does.
Hello from India. Greetings. I've got a few friends from India. How are you doing?
In the centre circle.
Simran, hello. MACKEM got a nosebleed, I know. MACKEM CABBIE 24/7, man. It's always a pleasure to listen to you. Let's keep our fingers crossed and legs crossed. We have so many hard games yet to come. Yeah, totally agree. But you're welcome, Stephen. CABBIE suffered nosebleeds, not surprised following the Cats.
He could have bedded it in.
Well, do you know, the way things have gone this last week, you wouldn't put that past happening, would you?
What would happen?
It would be just extraordinary. It'd be the sort of thing that would befall this game, because, I mean, we've had one slight
Dan Swales from Thailand.
goal being given, of course,
Hello, Dan.
the goal decision system.
Thanks for the live, says Debbie.
Here
Great
now
as always. You're welcome, Debbie.
come Plymouth again. Out to Sorinola on the right, but it runs into O'Neill and it's been penalised. Free kick.
Thanks for the subscriber.
To Plymouth on the right-hand side of
How are the lads, says
central
Mark.
midfield. 83rd minute. Randall and Putchats, I think it is, over the
We'd like to be winning by that one single goal, don't we?
26-year-old Polish.
Nearly squeaky bum time, says Michael. Why can't we be more than one goal up? Better than losing. It is.
And
Roberto says hello from Mexico. How long's left? There's about 6 minutes. I would say there's about 6 minutes added time. Hello from Vietnam, says Mark. We're getting people from all over the globe here.
Swings it in hard, headed behind by the RB. The flag stays down. Goal kick.
But I would say there'd be about 6 minutes added on.
Patterson retrieves the ball. He comes back out
Something like glasses
to the right.
Just get a third goal, lads. Come on.
Hume, who drives this upfield. Lovely ball to Rigg. Rigg now plays it into the penalty area, straight to the goalkeeper. See what he was trying to do. He was trying to pick.
There's about 84 minutes gone. And there's going to be about 6 minutes added time, I would say.
Great ball by Trey here.
8 minutes plus injury.
Swept up by Mumba, straight to Ballard, down to
one more goal would be great, wouldn't it?
Right back up to Mumba, who lays it off to Sorinola, and trying to get in the ball. On the ball is Lafay, and he just tugged Mumba back a bit.
Cab fare from Carlisle to Stadium be like me about 170 quid.
Giabi.
That's a long way to Tipperary.
To Ogbeta. Ogbeta
It's
back
not on my
inside to
glasses, I can't
Giabi,
shift.
the 20-year-old midfielder. And the ball played through and out behind for a goal kick to Sunderland in the 85th minute.
I had the game on but lost the stream, says
Southampton
Doug.
2, Newcastle 3.
Great ball.
As O'Neill plays one up for Wilson Isidore to chase, but Mumba
One more goal.
gets there first.
Stephen Martin, hi CABBIE, just turned in. How we are playing. Scrappy first half, not much better second half. It took us to go a goal down to Sunderland decide to change gear and start playing decent.
And he's got Job in front of him. He lays it off to Putchats again.
You need new glasses, says Mart. Taxi for CABBIE, says Brian.
Plays it back to Poulsen.
Oh no.
The Icelandic centre half wide to Ogbeta.
Plymouth Argyle manager is furious. He's shouting something there on the touchline.
And Mumba, being closed down by Lafay, gets the ball out to Sorinola.
Hello from Cape Town. Hi Simon.
To Barley Mumba, who's got round Lafay, and Mumba now looking to try and get this wide to Sorinola on the right-hand side. O'Neill in front of him. Sorinola plays it back to Adam Randall, and Adam Randall now down the right with Lafay. Crosses, it's headed away by MACKEM for a corner to Plymouth. It's their second corner of the game, Plymouth.
Give them bread and circuses and they will never revolt. Come on, it's Plymouth on the attack, man.
Take it, Putchats again.
How weird.
Centre back with Sorinola.
You might need somebody outside.
Thanks for the subscriber.
There's 2 against 1.
Played it short, and here's Putchats now with his left. Clips it into the penalty area and it bounces right through the 6-yard box, and nobody gambled.
Tell you.
Nobody gambled on sticking a foot out.
Yeah. We've got to switch on.
How Les and lads even. Hello from Egypt, worldwide CABBIE.
Plymouth must be wondering.
Alright, Jacqueline.
How they didn't score there. Hjelder's going to come on for Sunderland.
Lafay. Elf.
Lafay is it's Wilson. Isidore is coming off.
Isidore.
10 beers in here, like says Mart.
Southampton goal has been disallowed for offside. It remains 3-1.
Oh, the jammy magpies.
As Isidore gets an ovation. So Isidore did finally get his goal.
Thanks for the subscriber, thank you.
2-1
Taxi to Egypt. Oh no.
Sunderland, we're in the 87th
Bournemouth 4,
minute.
Forest 0.
Yeah, they've gone 3 at the back.
Crikey. Bournemouth are firing the goals in, aren't they?
Yelder will play as a wing back. Hume will play as a wing back.
Yelder's on the left wing, Hume on the right wing, and it's O'Nien, Ballard and Mepham, the 3 centre-backs.
So pleased for Isidore. You should honestly,
Patterson has a goal
when you
kick.
see it back,
In the 88th minute now.
he enjoyed that goal.
It's not a great kick, and it's gone out for a throw to Plymouth. Queen's Park
I think
Rangers
the smoggy
0,
will wake
Sheffield
us up
Wednesday
early, says
2.
Nat G.
And Sorinola goes to retrieve the ball.
Well
Take
done,
the throw.
Isidore.
Back it goes to Mumba, and back to Paulson. Mayenda went to close him down, but Paulson's got the ball clear. Mumba's won it again for
Tony Huntington says, can only
Meyenda's trying to
see
get it
scoring the
off,
next
so
goal
is
for
Lefay.
Plymouth. This says Tony.
And it's played on now.
It's
up
all
to the
Plymouth at the
halfway
minute.
line, and Al Hadj tried to get it through for Plymouth, but Sunderland have won it back, and now Plymouth have won it back again. Giarbi.
I'm listening in Australia. Welcome, Michael. CABBIE all over the world, says Dougie.
And they're trying to win it back, Plymouth. but
Silence Nat.
with Rig, and
CABBIE,
now
do you work for the
Jones,
station? I'm
and
self-employed,
then
but I work with a company. Yeah.
Hume on the right-hand side, who finds Dan Neil up to Rig on the halfway line, looking to get it to Neil. He's been closed down by Al Hadj, and the ball comes off the Swedish midfielder, born in Lebanon, bizarrely, for a throw to Sunderland.
Positive thoughts.
89th minute.
Southampton, second goal ruled out.
changing
Yeah,
time,
their
5 or
mags
6
are
minutes.
jammy, aren't
I
they?
suspect there will be because of all the substitutions.
Yeah.
And then Mepham got treatment, didn't he, as well? So I think that probably is going to be the
Tough
case.
for Isidore, but feel sorry for him. He
Throw
shouldn't have been on
hurled
pens in
down
the first
touchline
place.
by Trey Hume.
Dirty Plymouth,
And
19
then,
fouls.
kept in by Putchats, who's just tried to put it up over the top and through the middle for Giarbi to chase, but it's turned away by O'Nien, out to Hjelde on this left-hand side. It comes off, does it, the Plymouth?
It's because we're a global club, says Philip Stout.
Sorinola takes a quick throw for Plymouth, back to Mumba, across to Putchats.
All I can hear was Plymouth on the ball.
Putchats bringing this
What
out
is going on?
for Plymouth, up to Ogbeta.
I'm not wanting to close this
Al-Hadj.
game out, or what?
And Al Hadj is tackled
Free kick.
illegally by Trey Hume, who just basically strode right through him.
Oh, don't switch
And a
off,
quick
it's a
free
moving
kick,
ball.
but there's a moving ball, says the referee. As they tried to get Giarbi away.
Hello
down
from
that left-hand
Antarctica.
side.
Stephen Russell.
Taps it now to Randall. It floats
You
up
watching
into
it from your
the penalty
igloo?
area, headed on by
Gotta talk,
Tijani,
you gotta
back out to
talk.
Giarbi. There's a bit of pulling going on here. Now Sorinola in the
stand
penalty
up.
area.
Are we not wanting to win this game, or what?
Giarbi's header. It's
You've
going to
gotta-
drop now.
Oh, you've got to get there.
Banged home by Ogbeta.
You've got to get there. The ball's bounced.
Ogbeta
You've got to
smashed
command
it
your
into the
box.
top corner.
You've got to.
In the 90th minute, Nathaniel Ogbeta, it drops for him on his left foot, and he's smashed it into the top right corner.
Honest to God.
You've got to command your box there. I'm sorry. The ball's in the air a long, long time. It's bounced in the 6-yard box.
6 minutes at a time, you heard there. It's 2-2 going
this
into
here.
the added
See the
time.
replay here.
That was
No,
coming.
come
That
on,
was
kick in.
coming. It's been all Plymouth.
You've got to command your box.
Sorinola managed to get the ball across
There.
the penalty area.
There, you gotta
Giarbi
come.
got a touch and it dropped for Ogbeta to run onto. And 2-2 as we enter added time.
That was coming. It was all Plymouth. That was all Plymouth since the last 5 or 6 or 7 minutes.
Managing the game was not something they were capable of, clearly. As they bring on defenders, they change the system, and now they can suddenly...
Absolute P-take. Seriously. Seriously.
2-2 here at the Stadium of Light. And we played a minute of the minimum 6.
Absolute
Sunderland 2,
bollocks.
Plymouth Argyle 2, but a free kick for Sunderland.
That was coming, that goal. That goal was coming.
Halfway, played back
I
to
couldn't believe it was all Plymouth.
Ballard stretching Hazard, his international colleague, his Northern Ireland teammate.
And the Sunderland
comes
fans are
out
furious
and
behind the goal. Absolutely furious when that goal went in.
Stretching to try and get on the end of it. And it's played out on the right now. Sorinolo swinging it down.
If that had been a Leeds or a Burnley, they would have gone for the kill and killed them off.
And here are Plymouth again. Adam Randall coming forward, swinging one up towards the edge of the penalty area, but it's headed back.
Come on, then, you've got to get
Out
there.
goes Patterson and catches it. But it
See you, Cabby, says Bong.
far from confident, that defending from Sunderland. As now Job is tripped as he tries to get away through the middle from Beidou. Quickly taken free kick from Luke O'Nien.
Dear me.
And now on the right, Rigg trying to slip it through for Hume. Paulson slides in, he gets there first, gets the ball to Putchaps, and then back in to the goalkeeper, Connor Hazard. Mienda goes to close him down. Hazard gets the ball up to the halfway line, and now it comes back from Mepham to Patterson. 93rd minute, Sunderland 2, Plymouth Argyle 2. Yelder back inside to Dan Neal.
When we 2-1 up front, why was it all Plymouth? Why was it just Plymouth on the attack all the time? What were they
in?
doing?
Of his own half.
We need some movement.
He needs to
What were we doing?
Trying to get it out to Yelder on the left-hand side. Lefay.
These sods will not win another game after this. They'll probably get beat the next 6 or 7 games.
Neal, little flick for Joe, but it's headed clear by Mumba. O'Nien nods it down again now to Lefay on the left, and out wide again to Yelder. Yelder pulls the ball into the penalty area, but low, straight to Barley Mumba.
This is why we're not getting top 2. Sorry if I'm being negative, like, but this is why we're not going in the top 2.
It's headed down away from him, and Mepham had to get the ball.
Because every time a door opens for us for opportunity, we shut it back and say we didn't want it.
Gets on the end of one, it's going to roll away down into the corner, and it will roll behind for a goal kick to Sunderland.
And the ball's still at Patterson's end.
I'm tempted to say this game isn't over yet. I think there's more drama yet. It's a bit too open, isn't it?
It is. It shouldn't be really, but
We should never started with Abdul Samad. Should have been Rigg.
Wide now to Lefay.
Great
into
ball.
the centre to Job. Job trying to get away from Giabi. Now finds
Absolute crap,
Gelder
like.
on the left-hand side. Back again behind him to Lefay. And now Lefay back again to O'Nien. Hume to his right, being closed down by Putchats. Ball into the box is headed out by Mumba.
It's not the best ball.
O'Nien heads it down to Lefay. He's trying to get.
So all of a sudden,
Gelder.
Plymouth
Back to
turn into
Lefay.
Real effing
Lefay
Madrid.
crosses, it comes off Mumba.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Out to Sorinola. Happy just to drive it up into the centre circle where Mepham finds Hume, and now Rigg wide. Ogbeta goes to close him down, and Rigg comes inside, finds Dan Neal. Neal now in the 95th minute, just over a minute and a half to play. Inside again to Rigg, digs it out into the penalty area, chance for Mienda, and he miskicked it. That was possibly the chance for the winner, but Mienda miskicked it, and Plymouth get the ball away.
We get the top 2, lads and lasses, like, but you're not going to get top 2 not beating these, like. Worst team by a mile in this league.
Now on the left, Lefay.
Worst team by a mile.
Job wide, it's come back inside then to Chris Rigg in the middle. Lays it off to O'Nien. We're in the 96th minute. It's got to come now.
Till we get a striker, a recognised striker, we're going to constantly struggle.
Heads it down, it's headed back by Mienda into the hands of the goalkeeper.
What's he doing?
The Sunderland fans are furious at the stadium, like, you can hear them.
Opportunity's gone, I think.
Yeah.
We've only seconds left, 20 seconds or so left to play. Goalkeeper's coming back for a word.
Absolutely shambolic.
And,
but I'm not surprised. Not surprised.
The goalkeeper dropped to Hazard's feet.
Plymouth will go and play absolutely dog crap for the rest of the season after this. After this, they're down. They'll lose the next 8 or 9 games on the bounce. But every team just plays like Real Madrid against us for some reason.
Full time anytime soon now. We're in the 97th minute.
If anybody's happy with 2-2 today, go to the doctors and get your prescription, like.
Which is taken by Luke O'Nien.
Sorry for ranting and raving, but the Breeze has got this wrong.
Here on the afternoon after Sheffield United lost 3-0 at home to Hull City. What an opportunity it should have been against the Championship's bottom
That's
club.
it.
What a load of bollocks that is like.
People know, can sense the frustration at having got themselves 2-1 up, only to concede in the 90th minute.
Why
and
aren't I
drop
surprised
2
at that?
points against Plymouth Argyle.
Yeah, you look at the game, and we said at the start it's a banana skin, and people didn't think so because where Plymouth were, and especially after the last result, you know, they weren't good.
Oh, sod off. Oh. You know, and Davey says to me, doesn't he? He says, you've got to have your glass half full, Cabbie, not half empty. This is why it's always half empty, supporting this red and white team. That's why my glass is always half empty, because we always do this. We always do this, don't we? Constantly, season after season after season. Every time the doors open for Sunderland to take an opportunity, we didn't want it. We didn't want it. How many times do we keep doing it? Oh, God's sake. Underestimated the opposition. Of course we did. We do it all the time. But thanks everybody for tuning in today. I'm sorry, I'm just absolutely so paid off with that today. Absolutely fed up, sick as a chip. But at the same time, I am not surprised. Knock on the door. Owners, we need a striker. We need some finishing up front. Stephen Clark should never have played Abdul Samad. Should have been Rig. I know it's full of this and this and that, but we played the wrong formation from the start. You're welcome, Viv. I don't know. Awful result. You're welcome. I'm just... Like you say, Plymouth just magically turned into AC Milan. Inter Milan, convert Barcelona, anything. You know, this is the disadvantage of being a big club, massive stadium. Teams come here, they raise their game. It's their cup final. Unfortunately, it didn't help them getting beat 5-0 off Burnley. They had their arse kicked by their manager. We took the lead 2-1, and it was just all Plymouth. I couldn't believe what I was listening to. Could not believe what I was listening to. It was all Plymouth when we took the lead. Any of the other top teams, that was Leeds. If that had been Sheffield United, if that had been Burnley, they would have gone and won that 4 or 5-1. They would have opened the floodgates. Not Sunderland. No, come on, invite us on. Do you know what I mean? Let's defend the 1-goal lead. Absolute dogs dambelos. It really, really is. And that's why we are not getting the top 2. It's simple. Plain and simples. As the Meerkat says, simples, not top 2. Top 2's gone. Good night, Vienna. Am I being negative? No, I'm not. I'm not even thinking about top 2 now. It's as simple as that. You didn't get chances like that where there's teams above you losing, like Sheffield United, and then we've clawed a point, what we do da. But we did. But I'll get slagged, I'll get slated. But the top 2's gone, and I'm sticking with this. Let's look what social media have said, shall we? Honest to God's sake. I've posted, and that's why, ladies and gentlemen, why we won't get top 2. Matthew says, embarrassing, another 90-minute lead blunder against the worst team there is away from home. Effing SHIT. What was Regis Labrie thinking going defensive last 10 minutes? Taking our left-footed left back off. Graham says 2 points thrown away, automatic promotion now beyond us. Just got to avoid Borough in the playoffs. David says, same as first, not quite good enough. Played Plymouth at a bad time, to be fair, but still should have scraped away. We played Plymouth at a bad time. They got a new manager, and we played them off an absolute tanking of Burnley. They've had their backsides kicked from their manager. Terrible, says Kevin. Mark says garbage. Cameron says embarrassing. Peter says absolutely crap. Nowhere near it today, says Derek. Very Sunderland, says Jack. Scott says, strange one to start Samed. Why not Meander? Dan says, very poor from Regis. Screwed us this game. Clearly didn't learn from Coventry when you're 4th in the league. You shouldn't be sitting to settle for a 2-1 win. Plymouth deserved to win, in my opinion. Very poor, and what a weekend to get some points back it would have been. Well, we have got a point back. Sheffield United, should I say. Shambolic, it's poor. My mate Peter Wynn's message saying, was Joe playing today? Roberts, no assists. 1 shot on goal all game. These are playmakers and supplies of crosses. Passes to score goals, not good enough. That's why. I mean, we get our cocky thinking we're going to win the league, we're going to get up top 2, we're going to thump these and stuff. We haven't got the quality. We haven't got the quality up front. And there we go. CABBIE, we've lost automatics now. I do think so, Topsy. Never over till the fat lady sings, says Mart. I think it's gone the top 2. Cheers, Stuart. Appreciate what you do, Felly. Welcome, Ian. Poor game management, says Psycho. Went too defensive. The border in the spotlight, window in the past, failed to deliver, and we lose our way. Viv73, I'm coming up from the Watford and Luton home games. Not looking forward to it, to be honest. Haunted Trek says very tight performance. Brian Hughes, the manager needs to sort this out. Give them a good kick in and get his tactic right. He played the wrong formation. Stephen Wright says, last 30 years, teams love scoring against us in closing minutes. Sadly, I have to say that is the playoffs for us. But if we hadn't squandered too many points, we would have won this league. Miserable. Yeah, I do think it's the playoffs, and I am not... Honestly, I'm not even going to talk about top 2 with Sunderland now, because I think that's gone. And I know people will say, CABBIE, are you mad? I don't think we've got it in us. This league is nuts. Never saw you and Blades dropping points. Honestly, Ducks, you can see Sunderland dropping points because that's what we do, mate. Constantly. Later, chin up, CABBIE, says Durham Diver. I'm not even going to talk about top 2 like I say anymore. It's gone. The top 2's gone. It's playoffs this season. You can't be playing catch up behind teams when the teams above you lose and then you don't take that chance. You're not going to get the top 2. I'm sorry. Absolutely crap. But anyway, I'm going to go on. I'm going to sort stuff out. And sorry for whinging on, but I wouldn't be a true Sunderland fan if I did. Final thoughts. Sunderland got just what they just deserved. Plymouth played the better side, better football. They looked more dangerous up front. That second goal was always coming. It's as simple as I could say it, because it was just Plymouth on the attack, all-out attack, when we went 2-1 up front. It didn't help, of course, where there was that stop in play when we 2 went front with nosebleeds and substitutions. There must have been about 6 minutes non-football played. Let Plymouth get back into their rhythm again. The only game of hope is that the other sides need to play each other. Nah, forget it, John Boy. It's playoffs, mate. Honestly, we've got too much to do. The quality's too much at the top 2, and we just haven't got enough firepower to see us over the line for top 2. Playoffs, yeah, and I think it's a great achievement. Of course I do, but we haven't got enough for top 2. We were bragging we got 4 points from Burnley, and Plymouth take 4 points from us. That's the way the football goes, doesn't it? But as I've said before, you watch Plymouth lose the next 8 or 9 games. Simple as that. Today, this was Plymouth's game of the season. This was their cup final today. Do you know what I mean? We're all talking about 4 or 5-0 and this and that. It's not going to happen. We could have played another 90 minutes against these the way we were set up, and we wouldn't have won. But anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm absolutely sick as a chip. Love yous all. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you for more videos. Join us for me and Davey, which will be interesting, and the MACKEM CABBIE and Davey show this Monday. Love yous all. Thanks very much. Sorry we didn't win. Ta-ra.